And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Please stand by.
You 100, think you love me. Word, studio dub, you can't do what I does. I am really a pro. You just cool in the club.
Hold by me, yeah, in jail I be, nobody, the streets got me paranoid, I'm keeping my pole on me, no love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me, my kids make me stronger, without them what would I be, nobody, hey, it won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be, the streets got me paranoid, I'm keeping my pole on me, no love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me. My kids make me stronger, without them what would I be? Hey, it won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be. The streets got me paranoid, I'm keeping my pole on me. No love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me. In love with that chopper, I'm keeping it on me, act up, you gon' die. It won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be.
Yeah, money ain't give me my ego, for I was finesse, they was calling me Debo, I took it. I don't give a fuck where I go, long as I got that pole. If that boy want a show, tell him book it. I don't want problems, I'm coming in peace, but it's 32 shots and it's Glock 23. I don't give a fuck if you family or not, I can't do shit for free, you ain't do shit for me. Ooh, he nonchalant. Yeah, they call me 2 times, but I'm number 1. They keep saying watch out for the ops, cause you know how they plot, tell the truth, they ain't gon' do nothing. I'm the biggest in Memphis like Jumbo Ray, still a street nigga, come get you a 100 pack. I ain't going for none of that young nigga shit, I'm on go, bro, I'm just a little humble now. Don't play with me, period. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Don't do that. Got big A on security, don't breach it, be reaching. Fucking this rap nigga bitch and we keep it a secret. She told me finesse, you too sneaky. He'll never know. Black Amiri jeans, new Margiela coat. Yeah, I'm too cocky. I ain't interacting. He wasn't nobody until he started rapping. The streets got me paranoid. I'm keeping my pole on me. No love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me. My kids make me stronger, without them what would I be? Hey, it won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be. The streets got me paranoid, I'm keeping my pole on me. No love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me. In love with that chopper, I'm keeping it on me, act up, you gon' DDI. It won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be. I'm keeping it real in this shit, everybody in my city know me, they young gon' blow for sure. And I ride around town with that blick on me. If a nigga act happy, he gon' be the seeds. They know I don't care about nothing, that nigga want smoke on the game, he gon' DIE. Man, them people be knowing what's up with me. You can't name one nigga that the slid on C. Got this big ass 40, keep it on me, that's a fact, and this shit can get served. Some young niggas with me on game, they a murder. Like what you done did in these streets, little nigga, I ain't heard of. Y'all know that I come from that block where niggas get shot. You playing, hell no, I ain't one of them. You can pull up and just shop, or you can get popped. You try to rob me, I'ma murder you. I'm just a real deal young, hanging with real deal fellas. Hey, I ain't never been back door to my life. If a nigga try that, I'ma teach him a lesson. You saw on this block, you gon' die on this block. I'ma just over the west. I got my brothers in here with me now. They just might send them a message. Got me paranoid, I'm keeping my pole on me. No love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me. My kids make me stronger, without them what would I be? Hey, it won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be. The streets got me paranoid, I'm keeping my pole on me. No love in the streets, them folks gon' tell on me. In love with that chopper, I'm keeping it on me, act up, you gon' DIE. It won't be longer, where I'ma be, where I wanna be. Ain't no stopping me.
Cause I got you like you got me, and I'm with it if you with it. Committed, committed, committed. So please don't be scared. So please don't be scared. Cause I got you like you got me, and I'm with it if you with it. Committed, committed, committed. So please don't be scared.
Got the wild
shoulder on your shoulder. True call, but I'm never gon' fold you. True call, but I'm never gon' fold you. Grown now, but I'm still getting older. Still getting closer, still getting closure. Broken hearts, yeah, I think I know ya. Hear your heart, man, I just might show ya. Hear the pain or I might outgrow ya, might outgrow ya. We just gotta take our time. Get out your head, cause I've been all in mine. I've been waiting all day to see you. We just gotta take our time. We just gotta take our time. Get out your head, cause I've been all in mine. I've been waiting all day to see you. We just gotta take our time. So please don't be scared. Cause I got you like you got me, and I'm with it if you with it. Committed, committed, committed. So please don't be scared. I can have you, you can have me, we can do the main thing. I can have you, you can have me if you do the same thing. I can have you, you can have me, we can do the main thing. I can have you, you can have me if you do the same thing. So please don't be scared. I got you like you got me, and I'm with it if you with it. Committed, committed, committed. So please don't be scared.
The world is like a ride at an amusement park. The ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored. And it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time. And they begin to question. Is this real? Or is this just a ride? Is like a ride at an amusement park. And the ride goes up and down and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored. It's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time. They begin to question. Real or is this just a ride?
difference is with me, I never needed niggas ever. I leave them where I met them, I ain't tripping off no evidence. Goons in the cut, try to talk you out your necklace. If you ever disrespect me, pussy, don't be disrespect. I said, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only go for real niggas. Don't brag about what they bought me, cause they know I got a bag. I'll show me up some commas, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only go for real niggas. Don't brag about what they bought me, cause they know I got a bag. I'll show me up some commas, if I fucking make you come, you gotta promise not to stress me, don't be blowing up my phone and don't be leaving voice message. Said I can do you right, I'll do you better than your exes. I told that nigga to stop it, he was talking out his necklace. See, the difference is with me, I never needed niggas ever. I leave them where I met them, I ain't tripping off no evidence. Goons in the cut, try to talk you out your necklace. If you ever disrespect me, pussy, don't be disrespect. I said, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only go for real niggas. Don't brag about what they bought me, cause they know I got a bag. I'll show me up some commas, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only go for real niggas. Don't brag about what they bought me, cause they know I got a bag. I'll show me up some commas, if I fucking make you come, you gotta promise not to stress me, don't be blowing up my phone and don't be leaving voice message. Said I can do you right, I'll do you better than your exes. I told that nigga to stop it, he was talking out his necklace. See, the difference is with me, I never needed niggas ever. I leave them where I met them, I ain't tripping off no evidence. Goons in the cut, try to talk you out your necklace. If you ever disrespect me, pussy, don't be disrespect. I said, difference is with me, I never needed niggas ever. I leave them where I met them, I ain't tripping off no evidence. Goons in the cut, try to talk you out your necklace. If you ever disrespect me, pussy, don't be disrespect. I said, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only, oh, yeah, back up on me, you don't know me, I'm too clean, I'm too holy, bitch, I'm probably only go for it. I'll show me up some commas.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too.
What happened out there? What can I say? The kid needs a little guidance, a little supervision.
Doctor?
I woke up feeling like I was on the moon. I woke up feeling like I need a honeycomb. I woke up feeling like I was on the moon. I woke up feeling like I need a honeycomb. Look at the flick of that wrist. 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 Some bitch in my sleep tryna catch me. Some bitch in my face tryna catch me. Play on it, touchdown. I'm a home quarterback. I'm a kid on.
Hello?
Keisha, what up? It's Knowledge right here. Where the fuck that nigga Tommy at?
He's out of town. What's wrong with you?
The fuck you mean what's wrong with me, bitch? First of all, the motherfucking feds done bum rushed my motherfucking crib this morning. Second of all, I ain't heard shit from nobody. Third of all, they probably got your fucking phone tapped and know where the fuck you at, you stupid bitch.
Bitch? Who the fuck
fuck you calling a bench? You the bench once Tommy finds out about this.
Give me that sexy face when I pull up. Bite your bottom lip, baby, when you wanna help. Show me what you're thinking. If you really want it, give me that sexy face. I'm so in lust. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, give me that sexy face. A smile could mean 1,000 words. You don't have to say a thing. The fire in your eyes makes it smoky in here, giving a signal, babe, that can't wait. My favorite expression when I know it's time. Don't need no confession. I can read your mind, and the harder you stare, your body gets louder. Your kiss is kryptonite, taking all my power. Give me that sexy face when I pull up. Bite your bottom lip, baby, when you wanna help. Show me what you're thinking. If you really want it, give me that sexy face. I'm so in lust. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, give me that sexy face.
Just the other day that we hooked up, I was driving, you was walking, and I swooped you up. From that moment on, I knew you were the one. Yeah. I was single, you was lonely, and we fell in love. We would sit and talk for hours about anything. Baby, you hang up, no, you hang up, on 3 hang up. I brought you with my picture and I gave you everything. Said you'd always be my baby, then you bow. How you gonna
baby, I wanna go. Watch her. I want my dick in your throat. I gave you this day, but you thought it was a joke. Like, I gave her something that I hold on, want to smoke. Like, don't fuck with them niggas, don't let them get too close. Fuck all them niggas gotta go. Fuck all them bitches, I left them at the door. Like, when they come to sex, you know that you the goat. That pussy pop when I hit them with the smoke. Like, EP, big rocks. Niggas know I'm the realer. 5K on the dinner. I'm really the top one slicer. I did something wrong, but I'm always right. Said I know how to shoot, and I know how to fight. I tell you once, I'll tell you twice. You bait for the day, I bait for the night. I'ma do what you like. I'ma eat on that pussy with ice. I'ma beat on that pussy like ice. But I want your head like lice, for sure. Baby, I wanna go. Watch her. I want my dick in your throat. I gave you this day, but you thought it was a joke. Like, I gave her something that I hold on, want no smoke. Don't fuck with them niggas, don't let them get too close. Fuck all them niggas gotta go. Fuck all them bitches, I left them at the door. Like, when they come to sex, you know that you the goat. That pussy pop when I hit them with the smoke. Like, EP, big rocks. Niggas know I'm the realer. 5K on the dinner. I'm really the top one slicer. I did something wrong, but I'm always right. Said I know how to shoot, and I know how to fight. I tell you once, I'll tell you twice. You bait for the day, I bait for the night.
It seems like it seems like it seems like it seems like.
Fuck, I look like killing a nigga the woman. Fuck, I look like being nice, sweet, charming, and woman. Get the fuck out, loose. You ain't welcome anymore. Get the fuck out, loser. We ain't feeling you no more. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck out. Get the fuck out. We ain't feeling you no more. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move the fuck back. It's me. Can't you see the baddies coming down? Can't you hear the baddies coming down? Move. Can't you see the baddies coming down? Can't you hear the baddies coming down? Move. Can't you see the baddies coming down? Can't you hear the baddies
Difference is with me, I never needed niggas ever. I leave them where I met them, I ain't tripping off no evidence. Rooms in the cut, try to talk you out your necklace. If you ever disrespect me, pussy, don't be disrespect. I said, oh, yeah,
Bitch, back up off me. Hey, what is going on, my babies?
Hey, good morning. Well, actually, it's afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, honey. We tried some before mass, ladies and gentlemen. Who has the echo? That's you, Oshu. Hey, Teron, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Hey, Genesis. Hey, Jigs. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Rocky. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about it, y'all. Yesterday, we were over at Evolution Era Media show, honey, and we were talking about some good things. I really like that young lady. She is tagged in the description. Please go over there and support her. And the show went left. And it went left because of the men. Now, Lola, what was your thoughts about the show? Because we are definitely going to review a bit of it.
So my thoughts, honestly, was that it was supposed to have been, and it was a real conversation between women, right? And I felt like, there was different women on the panel that had different ideas and had different personalities coming to the table, and everybody was, giving their view of things. Some things that we agreed on, some things we didn't. However, not even for the first time, but generally speaking, we wasn't trying to scratch at each other and prove that, we're one or the other or ourselves is the most virtuous woman that can talk and correct the next one, right? It was none of that. So, I guess in the middle of having just a conversation with each other, the men felt like, they wasn't satisfied with women having a conversation where they wasn't overshooting their position, quote unquote, holding each other accountable in a way that's unrealistic. And it was just a conversation because they felt some kind of way about what some women were saying. Now, it got down to the point where, when you had joined the panel, essentially one of the men that were there, made his little statements or whatever, and it was a juicy get back and forth. But even though, some people may have been in their feelings, I felt like it was very productive. It had a lot of life lessons in it. It had a lot of, learn from that nigga type shit moments in there. Mm-hmm. But I enjoyed it, and but there's some points where we really need to get into it, because sometimes it's not always the right time to flush a point out, because it could take us into a whole nother conversation. And sometimes, as Black women, we get accused of not staying on topic. But, I find that interesting, given how many times last night we had to keep dudes on topic. But I enjoyed myself. I really did.
I'm glad you did. I did too, for the most part. I really thought that the men were phenomenally out of pocket in a discussion that was based on should women think like men. I find that in these spaces, men are very assumptive when it comes to how women feel, what women think, what women are doing, what women should be doing, so on and so forth. And that causes a pause to the conversation. It doesn't afford movement in conversations, because they get stuck on trying to prove the point that they are right, instead of actually talking about the topic at hand. Babe, welcome back. Honey, what was your thoughts yesterday with your participation within the show? So
I'm double muted. My bad. I wasn't being virtual invisible. But yeah, prior to my participation in the show, the ladies up there having a very good conversation. It was some choice dialogue that the men was providing, and even though it wasn't too coarse, it was actually like kind of adding to the conversation and really more bring it to the front line what the women have been saying. Once my participation got involved, that one emotional creature. Yeah, I call him a creature. That one emotional creature. He couldn't hold himself, and I just had to, allow him to expose himself to just being a emotional person. And I think that's a lot of what goes on, and not just but in this space, but in other spaces as well. But as we review it, the viewers, they'll be able to check it out. But it was easily discernible that it was a conversation that women was having that just men just happened to be listening to, and when certain men allow them afford themselves the opportunity to participate in that conversation, they try to overtake the conversation, and then when they feel like they're being disrespected, then they choose to become disrespectful themselves.
Okay, well, I'm just updating the layout really quick, guys. So once I finish updating that, we are going to begin this review, because I think I'm going to participate more in Evolution's conversations if she will have me, because I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I was getting my life last night. Yeah, it was. Okay, perfect. Update the layout. Okay, great. Now we can all see each other on the screen. Let's add in the video and let's begin. Yeah, the Rocky creature. You're going to see. Now focus on the man in the yellow shirt. Okay?
On the outside. But when do men, the ones that are aware of what I'm talking about, we need y'all to be louder. If you have self-awareness, teach your brothers. You tell us to look out for us as women, and we do. But then when we get together, now you're saying we need to be individualistic.
Listen, and you know what? And go ahead, sister. You finished, or you gonna keep going? Keep going.
No,
keep going.
you go ahead, sir.
Listen. You know what, sister. You know what? I'm telling women to stop bandwagoning each other.
How does that? Give me an example.
Because listen to what I'm saying.
Hold on, let me say something first.
Women, a lot of women will say.
Hold on, y'all. You know what? Look at this comment here. I forgot. He came in late, so he never saw what really happened, what we talked about. Yeah. So he's talking from a spot of not knowing what happened. He didn't listen to none of it. Yeah. So he's just coming in with a certain bias.
And that's okay.
That may help a little bit. With,
no, but hold on. But hold on, let me finish. Hold on, let me finish this. Let me finish this. What I see.
Okay, so understand. People are doing what people do in these spaces, and they're coming into the conversation behind it. If you see by the time bar, we are 3 hours into the conversation already. He's just came up within the last 20 minutes or so. So there's a lot of exchanges. Oshun, do you want to talk about the exchanges that were happening before this young man came up?
So, okay. So we were having a discussion in reference to thinking like a man. And while some of us, particularly Chocolate, may have kind of veered off a little bit, we all gave our perspectives on that. I think I said women shouldn't think like men. And I think maybe one other person said that they agreed, but then the other ones said that they didn't agree, and that women should think more like men. So there was difference in opinion up there. And so we were listening to, I forgot the lady's name here. She was kind of going more into a point within her conversation. So nobody had agreed with her, like specifically at this point. She's just giving her spew to kind of further, flush out her point. But I maybe one other person was in disagreement, but we wasn't disagreeable. So when he came in, she's just saying how women should think like men and do and pretty much turn the tables and flip tables and all that other shit. That's what she's saying. However, other people have already stated their position on this. So I guess he comes in when she's being spicy, and he makes this statement like women need to stop bandwagoning. Now, it didn't make no sense to the conversation because, like I said, there was different positions here. So it's like everybody had their different reasons for what they said about thinking like a man. I don't understand what he mean by bandwagon. So basically, he came up there spewing talking points instead of listening to the conversation and making a statement based on what he heard from more than one person. So, that's why Evolution had to stop and say, oh, so you just coming and being a dumbass nigga. Okay, we got you. All right. Like, yeah.
That is hilarious. Okay, so let's look a little bit more. Bae, if you want to jump in and say something, just let me know. I'll pause it.
Sure, no problem.
Here's this.
Yeah.
What I see a lot is groups of women thinking that they share the same experience and the same trauma amongst men.
But they
and
do.
It's a thing where
we black, right?
What?
I thought we was black. My bad. We all look.
All right. I don't know what that has to do
Matter of
with.
fact, when I fill out African American on the
I don't know what that has to do with being black. But hold on. But let me.
Because we all know the black experience.
Exactly. Like, what are we doing?
All right. I'm not going into that route. I wasn't going that route.
You have
Listen
to.
to what I'm saying.
Because
Listen
that's
to
what
I'm
you
saying.
Yeah,
all right.
Because we all black.
No. Not every woman relates. Not every woman relates because they're black.
So you telling me black men and black women don't know the black experience?
What is a black experience? What is that?
So you're not black, Rhea? What is a black check on the job application?
But this is what I'm trying to say though. But this is what I'm trying to say though.
On the job application is what I'm saying. When the census
what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with?
You are light skinned.
But what does that have? Listen, what does that have to do? Evo,
because you might not know the black experience.
Evo. Listen, Evo.
Now, this is where we often have a pushback or come to a crossroad in the conversation. What is the black experience? How are you going to tell black women that they don't have shared experiences with men, but you as a black man have shared experiences with other black men based on y'all experiences with women?
Right. And that's what Evo was trying to get. She can't mention every single thing in at the same time, but she was trying to give him an example. Like he's saying, y'all don't have the same shared experiences. Well, no, we do. If we're all black women, we have the same black experience. And even if we don't share one experience, we share another experience. So his point is kind of, even though if he want to make the point, well, y'all might not agree on everything because you might have different experiences. Everybody up on that panel can agree, yeah, we all have different experiences, but to say we don't share similar experiences in bulk, like 80 to 85% of our experiences we've shared in some way, like now we have to question, well, okay, why did you make that statement? That's a given. Like we don't all agree and have done the same things. Like that's a given. So what are you really saying that for? Because again, he's listening to the lady that was just talking, and he's saying y'all bandwagon and y'all don't all have the same experience. That lady is talking about why she feel like men or women should do what men do. Specifically her. He ain't heard nobody agree or disagree with this woman. But now that he done said that, now the conversation is changing to, okay, our shared experiences, whether it be 50%, 90%, 10%, is still a percent. So that's where we're talking from. We're not trying to say, hey, we all are in agreement and have had the same experience. Like clearly not. But again, it's hard to keep up with this conversation because he hasn't listened to it. And this is one of the pitfalls that a lot of times women are accused of not hearing everything in the conversation and responding. So right now he's doing what they call the emotional dance, where he's going to hear a clip or a small little bit and then claim women are doing some shit that they don't got no business doing, like putting us all in the same group and shit. But he's saying we ain't all in the same group. Like I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Okay. Babe, what's your thoughts on that part?
There was a slight little echo. So ask that the question again, baby.
What is your thoughts on that part?
Well, the thing is, I understand the guy came in on the ass end, and he came in late. Well, not ass end. He came in late, and the commentary he was trying to provide, though it could have been offered earlier, but that's what happens when you come in late to the conversation. But I didn't like that he was saying that women need not to bandwagon. I see y'all dudes do it all the time. Y'all bandwagon in droves and crows. So what do you mean? How is it? So if women is not supposed to bandwagon, what's your definition behind that? Are you talking about coming together to congregate to talk about some of the problems and the experience that they have with the black experience as a black woman in the dating marketplace as a mother? I'm just trying to understand what did he mean by that? Because instead of you taking the time to intently listen, you're coming up only to react to what it is that you didn't like that you heard, because you don't want women to come together to congregate and to speak to each other. You would rather than be individualistic and just speak amongst themselves when asked by most dudes in this space measure, y'all don't have a man to talk to anyway. So if they don't have a man to talk to, and they don't have family members to talk to, and they don't have sisters to talk to, who the hell can they talk to? But I'm gonna just keep that to myself for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the trope to keep women isolated so that they can band together and come up with a strategy that they feel will work on all women. And don't you women talk about it though, because then we ain't gonna be able to run the game that we trying to run. But let's continue.
Right.
Y'all want to make points, but y'all want to answer the simple question.
Evo, listen. Evo, listen. Can I say this? Listen, I'm trying to finish. Let me wrap this up so somebody else can say something. Listen, whether if you're black,
let this man talk. Let him say what he's trying to say.
Listen, that's what I'm trying to say. Listen, whether if you're black,
but now he banned when him say, listen to what he have to say.
Don't do that,
oh my God, I can't
you let a man talk. God,
no, man.
I can't say what I can't say.
Children, calm down.
No, we're waiting.
I'm up here on that. Come on, sir.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Can you pause? Yeah. So right there, and if the yellow shirt is rewatching this replay, or if he catch it, that shit that you said right there, y'all acting like children. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Why is it that you niggas look down on women as children? They're not children. They're grown women. Because when you want to fuck them, they're not children. I'm sorry. Let me not say the quiet part out loud. When you want to talk to them, you want them to listen to you as a child, but you want to fuck them as an adult. That doesn't make sense. I mean, because now you're speaking to a real perverse outlook that most of you niggas really have. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you stand in that. But you got it.
Exactly. And I want you to understand the conversation is that women are bandwagoning. And yet here he goes as a man, completely unable to let another man stand on business and defend his own ideology and talking points. They're having a discourse, trying to mine out, hey, M. Mills, trying to mine out a perspective and a point of view and gain clarity and perspective on where his point of view is coming from. But using logic to actually understand someone in a conversation so the conversation can bear fruit is childish to this man. Intriguing.
His antics is childish.
Right. Let's continue.
Jump on you. Yo, listen to what I'm saying. I could be talking with my boys, but I know I have to take care of business individually as a man to solidify my relationship, my family, and our foundation. Women are clicking up with each other and bonding off of trauma that they have to solidify my relationship.
I want to focus on this comment from Slim Daddy 9. Men sacrifice their happiness for the family. Modern women sacrifice the family for their happiness. Sir, this is literally banding together. That statement is the trauma bond under which we see the majority of men in this space connect to one another.
Preach.
You can't sacrifice your family for happiness if the head of the family is causing disruptions within the home. No, y'all ain't hear me. Let me say it again. You cannot sacrifice the family for your individual happiness when the head of the household is causing disruptions within the home. See, what a lot of these people fail to tell you is children that grow up in houses where there's chaos and nonsense do not fare well in a modern society. They become maladjusted. They usually wind up becoming criminals and going through a lot of things. So men standing on business and taking care of what they need to take care of for the families do not create households that are unstable and unhappy. Let's continue.
My family and our foundation. Women are clicking up with each other and bonding off of trauma that they had with other men, thinking that they share a common thing.
But they don't. What are you talking
No, they
about?
don't. No, they don't.
You're not gonna let them talk.
No, you don't. You don't hear that.
Y'all not clicked up. The men not clicked up.
No, we're
not gonna let them talk.
Let that man talk.
We are.
The men aren't clicked up, but that man preaching. Let that man talk. Let that man talk. Y'all are clicking up right now.
What he's saying is getting his dick hard.
Right. The three of you men on this show are clicking up right now. And y'all are outnumbered 7-3. In a conversation that women are having where they're holding each other accountable, where they're taking each other's ideology and thought process to task. Y'all don't like that, though. You don't like when women speak amongst themselves. Y'all need to behave in a manner in which you're inserting yourself in conversations that ultimately don't concern you. Because I'm not sure about the gentleman with the fedora on, but Yellow Jacket and We Up are married. You're not on the market. You're not dating any of the other women on the panel. Oh, I'm sorry. There's another gentleman up in the corner. I didn't even see that. That was a man, child. So there's 4 men, 6 women. 1 man is being silent and he's staying in his frame. But 2 of you are married. Why are you there? Lola?
I think they there because in some way they still red pill and they still single in their mind. Because I'll be honest with you, as a married man, I can always pick up on a happily married man, that is, right? I can always pick up on that, but I also can pick up on married men that's still single in their mind and they still red pill because they still have that mother wound, you know, that I was in high school, nobody wanted me wound and shit. I can, even though they married, I can still pick up on the fact that they still angry about that shit. There's a couple people I won't name right now. Every time I go to a panel and see them came up, it's like they angry, looking crazy. They never talk about nothing positive. I mean, you never see him crack a smile, and if they do, it's about something that has nothing to do with anything that he can say has something to do with his life. Like, you know what I mean? But they all married though, so it's like, you know, they here, but they really here because they in their feelings about what they heard. Now, some of them have been here before, like they've been listening. So the dude We Up, I get it, he came in late. But the rest of them did hear what we Up didn't hear. So this I guess they're allowing him to speak for them because maybe he's saying what they want to say, but don't know how to formulate it. However, you know, that whole I'm married piece while making these statements only says a lot more about their quote unquote marriage. And honestly, people say they married up here, you know what I mean? But if you up here in the middle of the night talking reckless, okay, about women and you supposed to be married, I'm gonna need some proofs, some papers. I'm gonna need some help. I can't hear you, huh?
Thank you, because I didn't mute myself. It would seem that these men that are talking this insanity, right? The edicts they want other women to follow they're not able to harness that energy within their own homes.
Preach.
As a woman that has a husband, if my man is up in the middle of the night, and mind you, again, we're like 3 hours in, arguing with women he ain't never gonna sleep with, I'm either one going to come on the panel and say, hey, what's happening? Or I'm going to encourage him to leave. Why are you here? Come on, babe, let's go watch a movie. That's it, and that's all. So I want you married men to understand, when you are on social media, you are a representation of your wife. You're in your family home, the home you share with your wife. And your wife is not attentive enough to see that you are arguing with strangers on the internet and gently encourage you to do something else with your time. Is it me?
Nope, not you.
No, not at all. And I'll be honest with you, in our case, we was invited there, you know, under a special event. So I knew that it started a little late and it would run late. Like you see what I'm saying, but it's a ladies panel. So if they're men and they're married listening to it, I you know what I mean, I ain't upset about it. But when you come on the panel after 3 hours, you've been there listening 3 hours, whatever, and you come up there to be on some fuck shit, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not seeing the happiness in what you got going on at home. But I mean, maybe these women is like that girl that was laid across JVJ bed. You know what I mean? Maybe they like that.
Maybe, but I want to also look at their faces. Look at Yellow Coat. Why is Yellow Coat's lips all tuned up? Why is the man in the fedora, you know, all in the camera? He's been sitting back all this time. Now he's in the camera because it's some mess.
Mm-hmm.
The sisters are just very stoic in their look and their affect.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you gentlemen looking like this?
You know why? Because there's a dude up there saying the shit that they like to hear. It's the shit they're saying, the shit that gets them turned on. And this is what you find when guys band together. You know, I have a name for these creatures. You know, they have this group that they all come together and they lock elbows like Voltron, and they want women to hoist them up in the air by the hips, and they want them to lower them down on the phallic member of another man and say, look, you as a woman, you helped me be a man today. You know, this group is called the Delta Dick Defense Force. This is what they want. They want to band together so they can go after women, so they can get other women to help them please themselves and service other men, and they want to feel proud about themselves. That's why he leaning into the camera like that, because he know he prepped and he ready. His hips is ready to go. It's freed up. Look at the guy in the yellow shirt, the creature in the yellow shirt. He is more than ready and willing. He's intently seeking out another phallic member that he can lower himself on by means of a woman's hands. That's why he all smiling. Look at him. He happy. He happy that a man is up there standing up for his penal rights. These fucking fools, excuse my language, I'm sorry. These fools. That's why they get excited.
Let's continue.
Let me say this. These men want to ride to die. That's what they want. But they don't.
They're not going to get it. They're not going to get it.
And that is the thing. I'm not going to waste my energy.
Not with that biased nature.
Listen, ladies, I'm proud of us for clicking up.
No, I don't.
I'm proud of us for clicking up. It's about damn time.
No, it's not, because there's women. Listen. Why are you trying to click up? Listen. You clicking up. Listen, you clicking up with other women.
This is bad right now.
Listen.
So you and LJ not clicked up? You and LJ don't share the same mind?
Listen, women clicking up with other women, and y'all not realizing that your own women is bringing you down, son. You thinking you and your sister clicking up? It's other women that's bringing you down, yo.
So here's the thing that I need men in these spaces to fully understand, right? When y'all say that, y'all sound stupid. Mother Nature herself has deemed it necessary for women to click up. See, y'all won't know that because, well, y'all are not women. However, when women are together in a friend group and a family, Do you know biologically we go in sync with one another? Our cycle, right? Our cycle will go in sync and be at the same exact time. So God said we are supposed to be clicked up. What happens when men get together? What biological evidence do you have to support a claim that y'all should be clicked up? Y'all is over there shaking your head, no, and no, and no, and no, and this and that and the third. For what purpose? You're not a woman. Y'all are allegedly happily married. How women choose today or what they choose to do is not your concern. In fact, women that have an issue maintaining friendships with other women, y'all also deem them problematic because they don't know how to rest in their femininity. Somebody's got to make it make sense. Y'all got anything to say, or I'm gonna press play?
Oh no, because you hitting on all levels, and of course, as these dudes come together and they keep exposing themselves as wanting to either be acknowledged as alumni of the Delta Dick Defense Force, or they want to become new recruits of the Delta Dick Defense Force, they just continue to do so. I always say, when women are having a conversation about men, if you want to listen, but what do you have to offer to that conversation if you do not have the maturity to exist within it and acknowledge what it is that they're saying? As grown men, we always try to defend our daughters from men that are how can I say this respectfully? Not to our liking. You would defend your daughter from a nigga, but you would act like a nigga to a woman because you want her to submit to you like your daughter would. But y'all got it though.
I just want to say at the end of the day, right? I would have appreciated if he would have gave an example versus saying generally women keep each other single in that sense, right? Because one could say, well, I don't have no female friends, but your society will, let's say, soften your perspective on being single, because society is geared towards singleness because that's more profitable at this point, instead of saying what he said. Because again, if you're trying to have a conversation, why be inflammatory and then say, well, y'all don't all have the same shared experience? I don't have that experience specifically of women trying to keep me single. Literally, I don't have that. The only time a woman tried to keep me single is when Beyonce came out with Single Ladies. That's about as much as I got with that. So I would appreciate it if he would have chose his words carefully with that, because again, this is a woman's conversation. And when you in it, because you're not a woman, you have to, as they say, tread lightly. But again, some people feel like they know it all and they just want to spew talking points. They don't actually want to understand or at least just observe. And at this point, I think it would have been best served if he would have just observed and allowed the conversation to flow, where he could see other women, like more than one or two women responding. Because I really was, that's why you see me leaning forward. I was confused. Like, what is you talking about? Like, I was utterly confused, but you know him.
Okay, so let's start here. Menstrual synchrony is claimed to occur in specific settings and among certain groups of women who spend a significant amount of time together, such as room partners, close friends, and co-workers. It's an adaptive conditional phenomenon, which is determined by the frequency and intensity of contact between women, degree of closeness, friendship, emotional attachment, individual hormone status, common activities, similar eating and sleeping patterns, and shared stress periods. So we're not meant to click up. And again, don't take my word for it. Do your own research. National Library of Medicine. This is an actual medical study because this is a phenomenon that occurs within women. Biologically, we get on code with each other. So a man saying that y'all don't have the shared experiences, it doesn't even matter about the race, to be quite frank with you. My best friend could be a white girl, could be a Spanish girl, could be an Asian girl, could be a black woman, whatever. if we share the same emotional environment, the same experience, we're going to sync up. So people just be talking to be talking, and they're used to talking to people that don't know how to counter their points effectively, because most people are novices, right? At debating, at conversation, in mass media. Most people get emotional in a conversation. This is not a conversation to be emotional about. Nobody knows anybody, and these men are married, and their presumption is that every woman on this panel is single and needs their guidance and direction in order to find a man. Yet I can't find the timestamp where any of these women actually requested that.
They're gonna find out very soon.
Let's continue.
More money. How about that? Y'all can click up and make more money.
We are those
Listen,
two.
that we gonna click up and bring each other down. How about that?
You know why that's, let me say something, because I'm about to chop you up. You know why that's lazy, my guy?
It's biased.
Because that goes upon the assumption that every woman that you have heard on this live, we are all incredibly strong women.
I never said you
I'm
wasn't.
telling you right now, not a single woman on this live could call me and tell me to do something that I ain't already wanting to do.
Right, we have brains.
So we're not just hearing what the other one says, and then that's for y'all. That's for y'all to act like y'all is a part of the group of men and following the leader. We don't do that stuff. We might take a female's advice. In fact, the number one criticism of girlfriends of other girlfriends is, girl, you should have listened to me.
Yeah.
Girl, why you still do that when I told you not to do that? So we're not sitting here just automatically, blindly listening to each other on everything that we're doing. We have our own brains and our own minds. But when we do find camaraderie, which is very rare in Black women, we had a history for many, many years of tearing each other apart to fight over the same dudes and all of that. We have come to a season where we have given all of our love to men and had it treated terribly, that we are returning to sisterhood, to find comfort with people who can relate to the experience.
But your sisterhood is lying to you. You don't know. You don't know. Listen. You don't know what type of. Listen. You don't know what type of sister.
Now the woman is speaking. In my opinion, she's speaking in a respectful tone. Now, when the gentleman was speaking and the women were talking, what did Yellow Jacket say? Y'all being childish.
Y'all being childish.
Y'all being childish. So when he was interrupting them, was he not being childish? But look at him.
No, he wasn't being childish. He was being a dickhead.
Right, but look at him with that smug little smirky smile, like, yeah, get him, yeah, get him.
Yeah, he getting his jollies off right now.
Yeah, he was over there stroking one up.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, that's what these niggas do. They get excited. they get excited and they get a hard on when they be like, oh yeah, it's a nigga talking down on a woman. Ooh, that get my blood flowing. Nigga, what? Huh? Another man turns you on because of his mistreatment of women? Because of his disrespect of women? Because of his misunderstanding of women? But yet you have the audacity to say, no, the sisterhood is lying. Oh, so you're a woman, so you know exactly what the sisters mean. Please, by all means, tell us.
Right.
But she just told him that that's not the case. So again, he's saying the sisterhood is lying, but he's not actually articulating where's the lie. She just said that no, women go back and forth all the time over the fact that we typically, as a collective, we don't always listen to each other, especially in matters of the heart. Like that's a big thing between women. But like Rob B said, you don't know that because you're not in these conversations between women. So, but if a woman tell you, hey, no, that's not necessarily the truth. That's not it. It's incumbent upon him to now say, okay, I hear what you're saying, but let me give you an example of how the quote unquote sisterhood, for whatever that means, lies to women, like knowingly lies to women. No example, just talking points.
But that's the thing, as a man. Why is there echo?
Because Lola's computer do what it do. Go ahead,
Okay,
man.
cool. My bad. I was hearing this throwing me off. But that's the thing, though. As a man, he can tell y'all as women exactly what's wrong with the sisterhood, because the truth of the matter is that he got all the answers. Because truthfully, these niggas is jealous because they want the benefit that women have that is perceived to be instilled upon them just because they have vaginas and breasts. He's going through an identity crisis. See, I said this a long time ago. Most of these Negroes, most of these dudes, they want to be treated as women, but they want to be respected as men. You see how I did that?
And I agree. And I agree because, again, look at him. Look at his facial expressions. Like, sir, you were doing too much. You were very much out of pocket. And if I was your wife, we would have to have a conversation. But let's continue.
Because we're comparing notes now.
No, you don't know what type of.
Wait, but not only is he smiling and smug, do y'all see his chair sliding back and forth? He is like a little kid. Literally.
I told you he was over there rubbing one out. He was over there swinging his feet and everything.
Like, ooh, got him. Ooh, got him. Let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
A sister you have next to you.
Hold on,
You
real quick.
don't like that we're comparing notes. Just say that.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing: if you want us to look at y'all differently, and y'all can laugh, but the sad part of this is I have heard
That also is a very childish thing. Now, again, we're gonna zoom in on these dudes. Hey, Travel One. You have this one in the fedora, smiling and chuckling. This one talking about some, that's a lie, and laughing while he's swinging in his chair, getting ready to talk back to a woman about the fact that y'all are upset that women are comparing notes, because in fact you really are. It's quite evident by this conversation alone. And again, you are married, sir. So if a woman compares notes or doesn't compare notes, if a woman has other female friends, doesn't have female friends, is linked up or isn't linked up, it is not your concern.
Oh, I get it. Most of these dudes feel like they better than women because their vaginas is on the outside. Got it.
No, wait, hold on. The thing is, like I said earlier, they're at a table that they don't belong to. It's like if you marry and you off the market, period, right? You shouldn't be in single people's conversation talking about dating. If you are, you should be giving advice. And the only advice you should be giving is from your anecdotal experience, since it seems like it's currently working. However, that's not what we see, let alone in this situation. They're talking about the sisterhood. How do you know the sisterhood lies? If you marry, obviously your wife is a part of the community. Why the sisterhood didn't, capture her? What's wrong with that? So, I mean, I again, I need proof that they married for real. I really do. But this is, I agree with so they wearing their vaginas on the outside. But yeah, they came to this it came to the wrong conversation because inwardly they still in the street. They still, as they say, for the streets on some red pill shit.
Wait, but here's the thing that makes it funnier, right? These men, hey, Omni crazy, said, peace, what up, y'all? Another day of ninjas not being able to articulate their stance to substantiate their arguments because ninjas don't read. It's almost like literacy rates should be the focus. Possibly. Hello, Travel One. Yes. And M. Mills said earlier, women used to help deliver each other's babies when they lived in rural areas. Of course, we're going to have a link with each other. Exactly. But here's the thing that's even deeper. Y'all ready? Get your snacks. We about to be a little too intelligent. Muy inteligente. These same men will say that modern women of today are not faring well because they are not following what grandma and them were doing, right? These same men say we need well-educated, strong women that are going to acquiesce and submit to the patriarchy to teach other women. So do you want the sisterhood or don't you? Because in order to teach another woman, there has to be a sisterhood component, right? Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Communal family teachings and traditions are built off the sisterhood. When a mother is teaching her daughter, it's not necessarily only from the perspective of mother to child. A mother teaches her child, especially her daughter, with her interactions with her from a mother-child perspective, preparing that child to be a grown woman, also by her interactions with other women in a group setting, group dynamics, also by her interactions with other men. So y'all don't even really understand the thing that you're trying to bash is literally also the same pool that you are trying to swim in. Oh, well, why y'all women don't hold each other accountable? That is a sisterhood question. That would require a sisterhood in order for women to hold other women accountable. So do you want us to hold each other accountable or do you not?
They want,
baby.
They want the women to hold the other women accountable in the name of them.
No, let's be honest. What they want is robots. They want pre-programmed AI bots to run around and spew the rhetoric that has been downloaded into their computer. What they really want is the ability to be off the rails, disrespectful, have no accountability themselves, and for each and every person that has a vagina to simply STFU. Simply be quiet. Just listen to them rant and rave ad nauseum.
Yeah, now, because y'all vaginas is on the inside and theirs on the out, so they feel like their vagina should have more say so than yours.
Right. Hey, big dog barking. Yeah, you know what? Me and my daughter call my mom all the time. Okay, all the time. Like, and when I was little, I used to call my grandma with my mom too, like, and my aunts and stuff. Like, it's a collective. But also, and Lola can speak to this, baby, you don't do it, and that's why you mind, because you don't do it, and I appreciate you. But Lola can speak to it. I have a phenomenal issue with people in general that speak ad nauseum and want you to listen in silence. And as soon as you say 3 words, they are cutting you off because they have no self-control. Lola, talk about it.
Lola, you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
can you hear me, Ron?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know why my phone is stuck like that. No, I that is true. Like, personally, I know that grinds Raw's gears for real. It, don't get me wrong, it grinds mine. But the problem is when you are a respectful person, right, and you learn and go through the motions of having to learn to control yourself without a prompt, learning how to pace your conversation, learning how, like, all these different components of how to communicate. And then you enter inside of a communication with someone and you've given them respect and they enjoy it that way. And then when you go to speak, because they feel like essentially because you waited, that means that now they can go and interrupt you and do all that extra shit instead of holding their quote unquote peace. You know, niggas want to talk about they want some peace. No, hold your peace first. Maybe you'll get some. It's like, this is where it starts becoming so agitating that you really do start losing respect, because you realize that someone is not taking you seriously. Anytime this is a conversation, it's a 2-way street. If you wanted to be a 1-way highway, like she said, like a robotic 1-way highway, you don't need me here. If you want to hear what I got to say, then okay, fine, we'll go back and forth over time. But in this case, it's like, again, he's speaking talking points. So if somebody tries to get in there and really explain out, well, why this isn't the case or why it is the case, the talking points is just going to be you yelling and interrupting with just more statements, not a conversation. And so, I mean, y'all know my mic is trash. So I wanted to say some more stuff up here, but I couldn't really get in except for in certain places. But that I was taken aback by that, because in my personal life, I've been working on that. You know, me and mine, we working on that, because I have a big pet peeve about if I wait 5 minutes, I'm gonna be pissed off if you don't wait 5 minutes. But if I wait 10, 15, sometimes 20 minutes for you to get all your emotions out. And then as soon as I start talking, you want to start speaking. Listen, I'm going to cuss you out. Fuck that conversation. I'm cussing you out. But, you know, this is what we're talking about. They want to talk about women need to acquiesce. Why don't men sometimes look at these circumstances and say, okay, let me learn from these circumstances so that I can be better? Like they'll go and try and listen to these manosphere dating coaches versus watching conversations like this and saying, okay, if I want to be more inviting to women, what can I take away from this conversation? Well, one, women seem to have an issue when you do more talking than them. Now, it may seem unfair, but as a man, you shouldn't be as emotional as a woman. Your words should really be short and more impactful, or just as impactful as hers. But you shouldn't be speaking as much as her, let alone louder than her. Like, as a man, like, it's not about fairness, one-on-one fairness. Like, no, this is one of those places where you're going to have to take the L and take the L like an adult. Like, come on. Like, at this point, I don't know what I don't know what his intention is, but it would be nice if, as they say, if he could hurry up and get to it.
I agree, but before we go further in this, I want to talk about, because I was talking to Lola this morning about diplomatic leadership, and people want to talk about being leaders, but they don't really understand the true tenets of being a leader. Diplomatic leadership is an expression of authentic leadership. Diplomacy and tact reflected in a leader's willingness to participate, listen, build consensus, and protect team members' behaviors, garner team respect and trust. See, diplomatic, ooh, damn it, I have the screen behind my thing. Hold on a minute, my bad, y'all. Diplomatic leadership is the leadership that you gentlemen need to be abiding by, because what you are looking for is respect and trust. You want to be venerated as the reigning authority. You cannot have that type of authority with anyone that feels like you're not listening to them and you're not hearing them, because then it's a dictatorship. But let's continue with this foolishness. Look at Lola's face, y'all. Lola was looking at these people like, But
I was like, yeah, I don't understand. Yo, let me sit back, Moses. Like, let me sit back.
Let's go.
Y'all really so hostile.
Y'all don't want to have. What about the joy of?
It's so hostile that it's hilarious. I can understand why men like this don't want women to think like men. Imagine, if you will, don't want women to think like men. Imagine, if you will, a woman is listening to a man express his perspective and his feelings on a topic, and she like, man, this the funniest thing I'd have never heard in my life. Oh, wait. I believe that's what the manosphere speaks to all the time.
He said what he, yeah, I seen how you did that. He said what he said when, because the truth of the matter is, dudes like this, they want to be heard and they want it to be the end. A lot of guys, they try to come up with little quickie little things to say because they really just want y'all to shut the fuck up. Excuse my language. That's what they really want. They don't want to get the ear battering that they know is coming. And that's why they get upset, because they don't have the intent to actually listen. They're not seeking a conclusion to the conversation. They just want to be heard and that be the final word.
Oh, then they should talk to their children only.
Or that's the thing. They view women as children. Do you get the dichotomy of what they say, of how it is that their mind works?
Yeah, I see what you did there, but here's the thing. Unless your name is Curtis, you ain't my damn daddy. And the reality is, some women will play this game with you like, oh no, I'll let him have it because he's a man. I'm not that woman. don't speak to me in a disrespectful manner. Don't speak to me like I'm your child. You will respect me, or you will get what you are asking for. But we're going to get there. Let's continue.
Of having a partner. What about the peace, the love, the fun, the sex, the adventure?
The man just said.
I just said it though. My God, this man just said that. Y'all talking over the whole time.
That women are goofing and rooting for one another.
Your sister just said y'all don't need that.
You
Your
can't say
sister just said you don't need that.
You gotta be a 10. You gotta be a 10.
Y'all will be clipped out.
Oh, what are y'all talking about?
We just was talking about togetherness. Your sister said y'all not looking for men. That's what we're talking about. But y'all talking about y'all clicked up. Y'all contradict each other.
First of all, I am not.
Did you catch what he said? But you're not a 10. Neither is your wife, but she accepted you.
I did not catch that. I did not catch that when I was on the panel. He said, "You not a 10." I swear God, I wish I would have, because I didn't catch that part.
Because the immediate comeback is, and you are. See, I hate when people try to use this whole numbers as a grading scale. A man that has a woman that other men sees as a 2, to him, she's a 10. So who are you to even gauge what another woman's looks look like? Because if a man is jealous of a woman's looks where he has to judge her by a number grading scale, then what you're trying to do is you're trying to put your number above her because you see yourself above her. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep saying the quiet things out loud that y'all may not like. Judging women. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's fine, but I want y'all to take a good look at him.
Like a fool.
But you're not a 10, sir. Sir. Now I'm not gonna say you're not a 10, but what I will say is this: it doesn't look like you're in the gym, sir.
Mm-mm.
It looks like you have about 10 to 15 extra pounds of weight on your belly. I mean, not on your belly, on your face. Okay. So saying that these women are not a 10, and then saying that y'all don't want men because there is some measure of standards is insane. Mr. Fedora as well, sir. You could be in the gym.
But watch this though. Look at M. Mill's comment. None of these men on YouTube rate as a 10, so he needs to sit down somewhere. I find it funny. These guys that say, well, most of y'all women is ugly anyway. Y'all not even, y'all barely a 4. But you're trying to fuck though. I say it all the time. If 100%, if 90% of these women decided to expose, hell, if 10% of these women decided to expose their inbox, 100% of these niggas will be in trouble. And I'm talking about the married niggas. Right. Single niggas definitely, but married niggas, you would be in trouble.
Right, because how are you? Shout out to M. Mills. He needs to stop rating other women when you're supposed to be married. Exactly, baby. I'm gonna tell you what. If I heard you say to another woman, but she not a 10, we're gonna have a rough night in that house. Cause I'm gonna immediately pull up in the room like, who are you talking to? Who's not a 10? Why do you care if she's a 10? What's happening?
Me and Omni just had this conversation yesterday. We said, as a married man or a committed man, as a married or committed person, you don't belong in a room with single people. You don't. So why is Yellow Shirt here if he's supposed to be married?
And the shirt is not really yellow. Right, his shirt is not really yellow. It's like a neon green, which is a very juvenile shirt to wear.
It's correlated to piss. Why is piss shirt in a room with supposed single women? Where's your wife? Shouldn't your wife be up here talking instead of you? That would make more sense, because then if there was something that your wife could bring to the table to maybe adjust the conversation coming from a perspective of a known married woman, wouldn't she have a better perspective to women than you as a married man would?
You would think.
I'm just trying to understand. I don't.
No, you would think, but again, they here because they just wanna get the ladies riled up, stuff like that. Yeah, they just want to get the ladies riled up. They're not really putting. And I don't know if I got my question out because I was trying to ask a question here in this frame. I don't know if I actually got that off because I was listening, okay, but I was trying to get him to actually explain what it is he was trying to say so that we could actually have a conversation. I don't know if that actually happened because, yeah, I don't know. But see, homie right here in the piss shirt, he's just sitting here like a kid that's just enjoying, the back and forth because, it's something, like I said, he want to do, but he can't articulate. He just don't know how to do it. But other men that seemingly can, he's just there for the ride. And no, I don't believe anybody is married to that. And I agree with Raw. If my dude is out here rating females while married in the middle of the night, talking about she not a 10, meanwhile I know I'm not a 10. Yeah, my question is, so what is your involvement with her? Why are you rating her to say what? That she can't get a man like similarly like me and shit? So what the fuck, when you go out there because I'm not a 10, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I'm gonna really get inside your head, okay? Like, that's, I'm bandwagoning. Yeah, we're gonna have a fucked up night. We really is. And you gonna understand, just like you don't want me going outside flashing my tits, I don't want you going outside acting like a fucking fool and shit, embarrassing me. Like, that's how we gonna play that.
Correct, 100% correct. Correct, Watson. Correct. But let's listen to this conversation.
Not going to allow the bullshit trope of that we all nothing. It is not like that, and y'all know it.
That's what I was saying.
Hold on, we up. Shit.
All right, sister, go ahead. You know I love you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I know that men have gone through bad relationships. I know men been hurt, cheated on, lied to, beat up, their life taken over some coochie. Okay? But then you turn around and you say, you cannot describe to me. That's why I talked about that dude with the list. That's the only time I ever came across that. But anytime a man approached me and wanted to know more about me, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about generalities. I'm not going to give you no fluff. The shit is like this. Either I'm attracted to you or not. You can have everything I like, but I'm shallow. I like what I like, and that's what I want. Now, that don't mean that, oh my God, you rejected that man. Now the world is ending. It's a lot of y'all out here. That's what I ain't worried about not getting married or being alone. Like, why are you making it where it's almost like you want to shame us because of the way that we think and we do? And that is the point of the conversation. And the whole thing. You're not going to shame me.
Man, like we,
right? Like you're not going to do that. I have wonderful girlfriends, on and offline. I have traveled. I've been from one part of the country to the other. And what y'all seem to do to us is that we then have to explain to you our credentials as a way to let you know that I'm not a dummy. I'm not like Evo said, like Empress said, like all of us have said at one time. We got crazy ass girlfriends. We don't fuck with them. Excuse my language, Evo. We hang out with certain women. We have discernment, sir. So when you say that, and you know that men have nuance, just like he got a beard, you might be single, he might have a big ass, or he might be Mr. Long Johnson. Like, it could be so many things.
Who got a big ass? What the world?
Yeah, you see this? That shit.
Right. The immaturity of trying to undermine everything that she's saying to focus in on one moment that she may have misspoke is gobsmackingly insane.
The only thing that he heard was ass. That's all he focused on.
On a man, though. And see, that's the thing. Some men on a man, though. Like, what she trying to say, she was just trying to elucidate that we see the imperfections and the perfections. Like, we see them both. She's like, you might have a big head. You might have a long penis. You might have a small, extremely small stomach. You might over here have your eyes are set too far apart. Whatever the fuck. Like, she's just, it's elucidating that we see both sides. But see, he's only focused in on that because, like a child, oh my God, you think this?
Right, which is extremely, extremely weird. But let's continue with this goofy dude. And look at his smile too. He's been sitting there with his face on, and now that he thinks he has the upper hand, all of a sudden he has a smile. And really, in adult conversations, we know sometimes you misspeak. It happens, especially if your mind is moving faster than like your brain, like your mouth. It just is what it is. Like, that's so silly. Why are you not cuddling up to your woman?
The fastest thing moving on. The fastest thing moving on him is his mammalian his mammalian hormones. That's the fastest thing that was moving on him.
Right. And
I'm not saying that to be derogatory. It's just the truth. The only time he gets excited is when a man is speaking. My bad, baby.
Or he's seeing balls or something like that. Yeah.
Right. We gonna get to that too. We gonna get to that part too. Tika says in High Queen, she said it's simple. These men are unhappily married to women that they have never really wanted but had to settle for. Thus, the reasoning why they spend more time with strangers online than with their wives. Jesus wept. Because they ain't getting no money. Now, this is the thing. Let me be very clear about it. If you're getting money, right, online, that's one thing. Because you can justify it to your spouse or partner. Okay, babe, I got to spend this time online, but I'm finna run a checkup. You cannot justify to me that you online every day, all day long, anytime, and you doing this for the free, no cap. Make it make sense? Anybody?
I mean, if you're online 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a day, you ain't making no money, and you're in a relationship. People generally sleep for 6 to 8 hours a night. Some people can go 2 hours, 4 hours. And if you have children, you got to spend time with your children. But yet you're online for 6, 7 hours a day. What job you got?
So are you saying that he's creeping online and his wife is sleeping? Let's continue.
What kind of dude you messing with? That kind of man, that ain't the right man. He don't want you.
I like to do with it. I like to do with it.
That's okay. If I have been rejected as well.
Oh, I want y'all to know that he's telling her whatever type of dude she's dealing with, because she said something about a big ass. He's the wrong type of dude, and he don't like her. He don't want her.
Based on the size of his ass?
I don't think he's following the conversation. Like, again, they're not listening. They're just there to be emotional and in their femis, because he's not hearing her statement. Like, that has nothing to do with what she's talking about. He's getting caught up on minutia, and it's not even minutia that makes sense. Like, I don't get it.
Right. So let's continue, because this plays a part as we get to the end. And I want you also to play a part to this wonderful Samoan woman with this light skin and these red lips. Keep your eye on her camera as we listen to this commentary.
There have been relationships where me and I've dated that it didn't click. It didn't kill my self-esteem. I'm still out here. I'm still doing what I got to do.
Chocolate, can you let him answer how does this sisterhood that he's referring to lie to us?
Right, that's what I was like. You calling us liars? Like, what? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, I will definitely tell you how this sisterhood lie to you. See, your sisters.
You're not even in it.
And so your sisters is gonna tell you men this and men that, but your sister ain't gonna tell you how much she's a fuck up.
Yes, they do.
Sister, but your sister ain't listen. Your sister ain't gonna tell you how she sabotaged. She's not gonna tell you how she sabotaged every relationship for all her superficial reasons. She's not gonna tell you none of that.
So we don't need her to tell us.
Y'all fucking superficial too. Stop.
We did it too. So we don't need her to tell us.
Yo, listen, damn. Can I say? See what I'm saying? Y'all see?
Now entering Trouble. Hi. The champ is here. Let me stop. Let's listen.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob B. Hey, Queen.
Hey, how you doing?
Your picture's so pretty.
We up. When you finish, I want to respond to you. Go ahead, we up. I want to respond.
I'm saying this. Your sisters. Listen, let's keep it real. Your sisters.
How Evo said he's still talking. That took me out, sis. I'm not gonna hold you. I was crying like, no. That means you've been talking entirely too much when someone has literally tuned you out.
He's not done. He's not done. He need to be heard.
I know. Jesus Christ. Let's continue.
That women could be with each other and go, yeah, men this and men that and men this, but she's not going to tell you how she sabotaged her marriage. She's not going to tell you how she sabotaged her relationship. She's not going to tell you the dirt that she's doing, but she wants you to feel connected with her because you think you're ladies and you think this is the Black experience. None of that has nothing to do with individuality as adults. Listen to what I'm saying.
So, okay, here's where, and I don't know if I came in back on that, but here's where I got lost at. Because again, I asked him, can you explain how the sisterhood lies? He said, quote, when the sisterhood tells you this and tells you that, this and that. What the fuck is this and that? This and that? Like, what are we talking about? This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving him more than enough room to be honest so that we can try to understand him, but he's not there to give us anything to understand. He just wants to be inflammatory. Now, to the point that he's trying to make, right? Let me tell you something. Let's go back to Kevin Samuels. You ever notice that when men call up and complain to Kevin Samuels about how much they're not getting women or the problems with women, and then Kevin Samuels, after he asked them a certain amount of questions, he be like, oh, so you want a top tier woman, but you living at home in a basement and can't afford to do anything but buy your game, and you ain't washed your ass, and your dick's small, and you but you want all this shit, right? So here's the thing too, and this has happened more than enough times. I've seen men come on legit, like, let's say, places to get help and say, well, my wife ain't having sex with me no more. She's being a witch, a bitch, And then when they ask him a few questions to understand what life is like, then it comes out, oh, you don't, the reason why she don't want to have sex with you is because you beat her in the head a couple times. Oh, the reason why she don't cook for you is because when you coming in late as shit and she tired as fuck. And your shit in the microwave, but you want fresh shit because you just want to be demanding. Okay, and like we get to see it more. So when he says the sisterhood is lying, and then he goes into things like that, and I'm like, but if that's the sisterhood, are these niggas part of the sisterhood too? Because last I checked, that those be lies. When you sit up there and give a complaint, but then don't want to give your whole side of it to kind of let people know what it really is. I've seen men do that just as hard as I've seen women do that. And I found it to be disingenuous, rather, that he would say that, knowing full goddamn well that is a human thing to sit and complain and not necessarily give the person you're talking to equal footing on what happened. You just want to be expressive and get your grievances out. You don't want to be scolded by the person you're talking to about you. You just want to express your grievance. But he's making that a woman issue, specifically a sisterhood, a Black woman's issue. That is where my mind is like, yo, I don't know. Do losing respect by a minute, a second at this point with that shit. But you see, I asked him the question so he could get that out. And he didn't get that out. He didn't. And I wish he would have, so that I could have went back and forth with him to understand who's really a part of the sisterhood, women or men. Which one?
Child, listen, I often feel, and this is my opinion, this is not a matter of fact. See how I differentiate between facts and opinions? But in my opinion, these men don't have the biggest voice at home. So they come to these panels and they get off the arguments that they can't have with their significant others in their households. But this is about to be real ugly real quick, and in my opinion, for no reason, but I can be wrong. So I'm going to put a poll up now. Now, the poll says, was I rude? Yes or no? I want you guys to listen. Please reserve your votes for now. Let's get into it.
Listen to what I'm saying.
We just
None of
told
that
you
has
it wasn't that, though.
Listen. It has nothing to do with you being an adult. Everybody on here is adults. When you turn these cameras off, you want what you want.
You don't know.
Now,
You don't know what's happening.
Let him finish. Chocolate,
just go ahead.
Chocolate, let him finish.
Listen. I could be
I can listen to my sister.
Listen, I could be with a group of men. I could talk to a group of men, and these men could be talking with how they talking. But me, I'm gonna tell them like, yo, listen, I don't feel like that because I need my woman.
Said that.
And I want my woman. Women are not doing that. Women are standing with each other and feeding off each other's negativity, thinking that y'all share something, but you don't.
We just said the same thing you're saying. That we don't listen to them bitches either.
Right, like what?
We just said that, but you didn't care about the fact that
you didn't say that.
Yes, I did say discernment.
I said it.
She said it, I said it. Discernment. If somebody is around me trying to steal my peace, no, you have to go. I love myself enough to know that. If you want to fuck with me, fuck with me. If you don't, so what? Life still goes on. The sun, the moon, all of that. I am not concerned with the perspective of men who feel like they don't have to put in any work emotionally, intelligent conversations, relationships, that we can talk about those deep, dark secrets. She had a man. Now you telling her not to tell her friend how she sabotaged the the marriage. What's on the other side? I want both the stories. You are talking to women who have that. We wouldn't be where we are if we didn't. Nobody's up here sad. Ain't nobody up here crying. Ain't nobody up here going, oh God, I wish I had a man. Ain't nobody saying that. We are asking you.
You sound like a female Martin Luther King.
Nobody on here is lonely. We ain't
No.
got problems in that department. And
Yo.
let me tell you something, because it's really a woman's world at the end of the day. Because even if there are more men than women, these men want multiple women. So none of our DMs are dry. You know what I'm saying? We just want quality over quantity. We want to have quality, and the quality is what is missing, not the quantity.
Honey,
you know.
Facts.
No,
How is that?
I want to hear what Rob B got to say about this. Katash, I want to hear what you got to say.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, my good sis Lola said she wanted to respond to him. So if she want to go before me, that's cool.
I'm sorry, Lola.
Oh no, I was just gonna say to him that I understand why he is saying what he's saying, right? Because there's this trope that Black women just, follow each other, right? But if you are a Black woman, you do understand how within ourselves we're very much walled from each other, in that we know that, typically a woman is going to say one thing and then it might be something else. We already have that distrust because we're species of female.
Now you see, this emissary dude was getting on my nerve in this chat too. Let the man talk. This young woman up here in the upper left-hand corner is the host of the show. I need men to stop coming into women's spaces and then telling them that they don't have a right to speak or be heard. It's her panel. Several times she could not even hear what was happening on her panel because the men were being disruptive. She didn't even hear Lola say that she wanted to respond to that, which is why I made sure that Lola's voice was heard. Outrageous.
When it comes to being friends, though, I've never had a Black female friend in which I came to them crying on their shoulder about something that happened and they didn't say, well, no, I heard what you said. What's the whole story? Like, why did he smack you down the step? what happened before that. Like, I've never had a friend that didn't want to know the whole thing. And I've never had a female friend that didn't say, you know what, I'm with you, girl, but you shouldn't have spit on him. I mean, I would have smacked the shit out you, but you shouldn't have spit on him. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's all I got. That's all. Those are the only ghetto friends I got. So, I don't know about this trauma business, but okay.
Right.
What? Slim Daddy.
Right. And then
respond to Slim Daddy.
My thing.
Slim Daddy. Everybody on here is not single, dummy. Sorry, not gonna call you names. Because multiple times it was said that everybody was not single, lonely, etc. Some people were married and all of that. We need to say that again slowly.
No, we don't.
Obviously didn't get it for the first 2 hours of the live.
Yeah, who told you that we wasn't dating or married, sir?
No, they want us to be that way.
Okay, yeah.
So this is
what is that manosphere type thing? He's one of those type of things.
Red pill.
Yeah, red pill. Yeah.
Okay, so I was listening to you
What are we
talking.
looking at? Hold up.
And
pause for a second. What's happening? Oh, okay. All right, never mind. I thought I
Magic.
saw some balls. Oh, what the hell?
What?
How would you think you saw balls, sir? See, that was passive aggressively trying to call this woman a man.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't passive aggressive. That was aggressive and disrespectful as hell. But even more so, I call into question. If she was a man, why do you care? Ain't you married?
Right. And he thought he was so sly with the slick innuendo. And what are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? But I'm about to start my shit. So let's go. What?
Yeah, somebody camera. They was up in the camera. My girl with the light skinned girl. She was up in the camera like some balls for a second. I didn't know what the hell.
What is on your mind? What's in your wild?
It was like this.
No matter the conversation, huh? You
right,
feel,
but
yeah.
Now you wanted to put your neck in the camera, sir. Why would you have your neck in the camera saying that's representative of balls? The only time balls is near your neck, sir,
This when you're sucking them.
is if you have a cock in your mouth.
Period. And he would know. He seems experienced. He seems seasoned.
Child, listen, let's go. Because I'm not gonna hold you. At that point, I was very much annoyed. You can clearly tell this woman is a woman, and even if she wasn't, that was just highly offensive. This is crazy.
Yeah,
no, that's okay. You you were saying a lot, right? And it's very intriguing to me how men will speak on what women's conversations are amongst themselves. You are sitting here with a panel full of women, and you are telling women what their conversation and their experience is.
I'm a man, ladies and gentlemen. All right, go back.
Crazy.
Yes, we know you're a real boy, Pinocchio. At the end of the day, at this point on the panel, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 women and 3 men. Only 2 of you are talking. You're sitting up there on a panel full of women.
That's unfair. You stole my joke. I was going to call him Pinocchio too.
Well, that's because we are in simpatico, clearly. Oh God, and he's not an attractive man. But let's continue. We know. But there's you're outnumbered severely on this panel. We have been all night. I've been in the clouds watching. Y'all been outnumbered. But
no,
here's
it's not.
the thing.
It's like 7 to me. Go ahead, though.
Now I want you to also take notes, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these men are interrupting me while I'm speaking. There's no change in my inflection because they want to steer away from the point that I'm making. Let's continue. The immature mindset of men in today's society, which is why women will never benefit from thinking like men. Because men have the need to be right. Men always want to tell you what it is that you like, what it is that you're doing, what it is that your friendships look like, what it is that you think about, what it is that you like to wear, that you're single, that you not dating, that you not married, that you ain't never been married, that you a baby mama, that you're not a baby mama. Whatever the experience is that they have experienced in life, they project that onto you. And guess what? We are not your whipping post. We are not your mothers. We are not your sisters. We are not your aunties, your cousins. We are not your children. So stop that. When everybody can get on an even playing field to fully understand and respect the fact that we are all adults, and how we come into the situation is how we come into the situation, and the foundation that we build will set the tonality for the overarching relationship, then maybe things can progress. But we especially stop the cap, young man. And I use young man very, very loosely, because you sounded like you still in high school, baby boy. Women of all ages, even when we are teenagers and young, when it comes down to how we are being chastised by our parents, anything else, how we are interacting with our siblings or anything else, we are our harshest critics, especially amongst our friend group, because we will tell each other in a heartbeat, bitch, you know good and hell well you've been doing this stupid shit, and I done told your ass 50, 111 times stop doing this shit. What the hell you think is going to happen? But the problem is y'all want us to publicly tell y'all the inner workings of the sisterhood, and it's not your business, because we don't give a good goddamn what y'all talk about down to the barbershop, in your brotherhood, amongst your friend group, because y'all tell each other it's okay to go outside of your relationship and have affairs. It's okay to sleep with multiple women. It's your nature. This, that, and the third. Oh, now you're in your feelings. You're up in arms. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. But you've been. Now, also take note how Yellow Jacket's face has fallen. What happened to that smug smirk, sir? Did that truth hurt? Oh no, married men don't say that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to live in the land of Lulu Pro Max 9000. How many panels have we heard where men say women need to understand a man's nature? It's a man's nature to want multiple women. It's a man's nature for this. It's a man's nature for that. If a man steps outside of the marriage and he cheats, a woman needs to stay in that marriage. That's why they say modern women choose their happiness over their family, right? Because if a man cheats, then bitch, you better stay. But these two gentlemen, because they cannot take being underneath the same scope and lens that they were trying to put these women through, right? And I'm telling you, it took everything in me. There was a couple times I was going to click that link during the night. But at this point, I wasn't with the shits. Let's continue. Absolutely, he didn't like it. Let's continue. But you've been sitting there making stereotypes. But you've been sitting there making stereotypes and generalizations about women the whole entire night. I don't really care either way it goes. I'm giving you a dose of your own medicine, because a lot of times, unless a man feels what it is that he is putting a woman through, he does not understand, he does not evolve, and he does not move past it. If you don't want women to say, oh, all of y'all is dogs, all of y'all is hoes, all of y'all want to go sleep with everything you could get your hands on, then mind your manners when you're talking to women, and instead of dictating to them their emotions and their feelings, ask a question.
You know what? Let me give you. Hold on. Let me reply to her. Let me reply to her. Let me reply to her. Let me reply to her.
You always can tell. You always can tell when a man is pressed and upset when he starts stroking his beard real hard. See, this man right now is trying to formulate a witty repartee to have with me, a witty rebarb for what I said, but he can't, because what I said was the truth. It did come across witty. It was quite comical, but it was fundamentally based on principles and truth. The other gentleman that was speaking, he's engaged. He's in his emotions, and he wants to go back and forth because he just had an oh crap moment. Oh crap, she caught me in my bullshit. Let's continue. And the ladies, you know, the ladies is with the shits, but
yeah, always with the shit.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Let me reply to her now. I will say this. Some of the things listen, I will say this. Let me reply to her real quick. I will say this. Some of the things that you said made sense. Some of the things you said made sense, and I'll give you that. I will give you that. But let me clear this up. Let me clear this up. So let me clear this up just in case you didn't know. I'm not young. and I'm over 40, and I am married. And what I'm trying to say is, married men, we don't click ourselves with other men based off of our experience and try to build off that. We don't do that. Married men don't sit around other married men and go, yo, it's okay to cheat on your wife, or yo, it's okay. As a matter of fact, if
niggas have whole entire channels, panels, and everything else based around that particular point. How many titles, how many descriptions, how many GPT visitations and usages have we seen across not just this space but others? Where dudes, that's all they say. Man, it's within our nature to get as many women. That's how we made to. That's why we made to have sex and not have sex be had with us, because we supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Shut up. Being committed and married to one woman, however it is that you want to look at your relationship, you're trying to justify having external affairs outside of your marriage with YouTube talking points. What are you talking about? It's been done for quite some time. So what he said there, you off the rails. Maybe you don't exist to participate, or your algorithm is not really set up to where you can say that dudes is out here propagating for outside sex. But if you're that narrow-minded and there's this many people telling you about this one particular thing, maybe it's easier for you to just say, I've never heard that, but I'll look into it. But you can't say that because your pride as a man is hurting you because your vagina is being recognized on being as the outside, not the inside. Stupid.
Let's continue.
If you're doing your family dirty, we don't even associate with you because we understand.
Have you ever been to the manosphere?
Listen. Even though the fact that you didn't get caught,
not this man talking. You and this man interrupted while I was speaking. It literally was the first time I spoke on the panel. I literally was requested to speak by the host. She stopped all other conversation because she wanted to hear from me. And resting in my femininity, I was gracious enough to put my sister first. Let her speak first. She was up there. She was waiting to be heard. And even though I did all of that and I patiently waited for my turn to speak, as soon as I was speaking, you speak. Oh, this man is speaking. Who is this man to me, sir? Nothing. Nobody. Nunca. Y'all think that you can be disrespectful to people just because you have a penis. I will snip that thing off and put it in your own mouth. Stop playing games.
The correct name is external vagina.
External vagina. You're right. Let's continue.
The fact that you didn't get caught, we know as a married man, you carry a certain energy that's going to come into our family. That's why married men, that's why we don't hang out at certain places. We don't go to certain places. We don't hang
out. That's why you don't hang out with certain people. That's why you don't go to certain spaces. Because we see plenty of married men that spew a toxic rhetoric.
Let me finish.
I mean, he talked. Oh, the man is still talking, and let's not talk over him. Let's not be disrespectful. Was it not disrespectful when you and him were talking over me?
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly, because at this point he got selective memory, selective sight, selective emotions. Like it clearly they don't care about that in the opposite way. Now, here's the thing: he want you to let this man speak, to say something that he himself knows is a falsehood. It's a lie. And I don't know if you see my face, everybody else's face when he started talking. It's like, sir, what you said, bro, it was the truth. Speak for you, because we can literally pull up Google, like married men doing the most vile things in terms of content, even and then further on than that. Okay. So when he says, well, married men don't do that. No, sir, it was a legitimate fact. That no, you don't do that, and you just so happen to not be married. Do not make an overarching statement about married men don't do that, because we adults here, like, don't do that. But again, to correct him to in that moment so that he can actually make a point that we're listening to. No. Let him finish because you agree with him. That's why they sitting up here like, let him finish. Now, if you let him finish talking and spewing the bullshit, then you come back and chop his ass off again, then they're gonna be feeling bad like him right there, in the piss ass shirt, like changing his expression as his ambition goes down. Like, we see you, sir, coming. We see you.
Exactly. Let's continue, honeys.
Over me, right? You talked over me, right? Again, I'm gonna give you a dose of your own medicine. I'm gonna give you a dose of your own medicine. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. Y'all automatically think you deserve respect. You did, and you interrupted me and everything.
I swear to God, I waited till you finished.
Back to the same thing you did. You was doing it.
You swear to God, you waited till I finished, and then you said, "Let me talk." Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the videotape, so now we know these men will swear to God and be lying. We literally, sir, just watched you be disruptive while I was speaking, as well as your friend in the pissy yellow jacket. See, I could have did an instant replay, but I prefer to let you dig a hole for yourself. Let's continue.
No, you did not. We
I swear.
It is what it is, kid. It is what it is. It is what it is.
No, listen. I didn't talk over you. Listen, men, we don't listen. Men,
not childish, factual.
That's
not childish, factual. Factually, you both interrupted me, and it is what it is. See, I'm not going to argue with a liar. I'm not, and maybe he just forgot that he did. Y'all are so used to disrespecting people, over talking people, and cutting people off. Sometimes it's second nature, and you forget. I'm not going to argue with you about the fact that you're lying when I know it's on videotape and I could come to my channel today and review it and talk my shit. I'm going to let you bury yourself. Let's continue. And then you want to call somebody childish. You're insulting me, sir. You haven't had a conversation with me.
I was about to say, before you push play, go back 5 seconds, then push play.
Yeah, you called me childish, sir. You didn't even have a conversation with me. We've literally had no exchange, and that's a word that you've used all the time. So are you a PDF file, sir?
Men, we don't listen. Men,
not childish. Wow, like your childish ass when you was interrupting me.
Childish, factual.
That's childish, yo.
We don't care about your opinion.
You missing what she's saying. She gave you your rhetoric right back, and you got in your feelings. So you should understand that when you do it to women, how we feel. You sound just like a woman right now. You're crying.
Is that
no?
Yeah, go that route.
No disrespect.
Was speaking facts.
Why the roles just changed, though. Y'all, you didn't notice that? Now
that man was speaking facts. No, he was not speaking facts, and I just pulled up while we were listening to him talk his stupid shit, or after he talked that dumb shit about what married men don't do. I just pulled up a whole thing from YouTube alone. And let me pull it up again. What I was saying was facts, and you were upset about what I was saying. Right? Even we up. Oh, I'll give you credit for some of what you said. I don't need you to give me credit for anything I said, honestly. Because you're going to feel it. Now, let's look through real quick. Dating a married man. Can you steal him? My God, today, when a married man cheats, married men cheat often. This is the reason why most married men cheat. Scientists seeing another woman. Why do men in happy relationships cheat? Why do married men cheat? I wouldn't have cheated if I knew this. If a married man wants you, gosh, Jesus Christ, cheating husband and the other woman. Yandy breaks down and confronts Mandices for marrying Erica. Oh Lord, the other woman gets candid about her affair with a married co-worker. Oh Lord, why married men approach you. My God, today, rejection and cheating in marriage. Oh Lord, this is why people cheat and how to prevent it. Oh no, why happy men still cheat. Not why happy men still cheat. Jesus Christ, some married men should cheat. Is this another man encouraging married men to cheat? Absolutely. Why do men cheat? Is this why some men stay even though they are cheating? My God, today.
Jesus Christ. Put him in the bathroom. So let me
Hey,
stop.
no, Chief. That's right. Put duct tape on their mouths. Shout out to Princella. Princella, I know you watched my video the other day, darling. It's no beef. I just was confused at the new path that you're taking. But, thanks for the watch, babes. And thanks for sending it to your peoples, too. But in any event, I don't speak emotions. I speak facts. You are just upset because when I came to town, everything shut down. And now you back to smiling. You wasn't smiling when I was talking though, right? Because that truth hurt. Let's continue.
You're defending like we do. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to hear that about the men. But y'all okay with feeling that about the women. Is that what's going on?
I was talking about men in the same manner you was talking about women. You jumped into what I was saying, and you said not all men, not all men, not all men, interrupting what I was saying. Then I went back to it. Now you want to get up here, you running off at the mouth, talking out your emotions, right? And you like, oh no, married men don't do that. Logically speaking, we know several married men that have been running around here talking about it's okay to have outside affairs and everything else. So now you want to be a unicorn. Now you want to be a unicorn.
I don't know any married man. I don't know any man who's truly married and understands the realization of his marriage and his family and how much it means to him and to his woman that will encourage another married man to go and cheat.
You're a loner. You're a loner. If that's
we don't do that. It's a lot of men that's like that.
I'm gonna be talked over too.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, brother, man.
I'm gonna be talked over to you. I'll be talked over to you, sir. You sound like a vagina. You asked if you could say something in the middle of somebody speaking. Isn't that what you say black women do?
All the time. Sorry, I don't mean to jump in like that. But all the time. And you know what they like to call it? That was just an inflection. An inflection is just an interruption.
Right.
Wait until it and what?
Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
Wait until the person gets done speaking. How can you truly understand the person's thought process if you don't let them get the thought out? Maybe if you wasn't so quickly triggered or upset and had a little pride hurt, maybe you can understand what it is to do. If you was listening with the ear to actually understand instead of responding, maybe we wouldn't have this problem, sir.
Exactly. What the men in these spaces call it is sign language. You try to shame, instigate, gaslight, and some more shit. Oh, no, I'm just going to get talked over. You're trying to prime the pump so that when you speak, nobody else speaks. But you weren't sitting there silently while somebody else was speaking. Don't worry, y'all. This way to get juicy. Like the video, y'all. Share it out. Share it out. Y'all about to see some amazing shit. Let's continue.
I'm just so sorry for y'all.
Y'all gonna let me talk too?
Go ahead. I just said I'm sorry. You can talk. Well, I don't care. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, just coming from another married brother, what he's saying was like basic facts. I totally understood what he was saying because me as a brother, man, like me and my brothers, we get together.
Did he just say coming from a non-married brother?
Oh, another.
So he's saying that him himself is not married.
No, he's saying he is married, coming from another married brother.
Oh, okay. I thought he said non-married. Okay, I was about to lose my shit. Go ahead, bro.
And we encourage one another. Might be having marital problems and all that, man. But it's always encouraged, man. You know that's your woman right there.
You're having marital problems. This is why you're on the internet and the late night hours arguing with women. Because you're having marital problems. I hate that for you. But all the other women are not your whipping post because your wife is not following your leadership. Let's continue.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We encourage each other to do godly things and not to be out and doing this or whatever. So what my man's saying over there, to me, is fact. I don't know what kind of man y'all been dealing with. Y'all might be in Atlanta.
Okay.
And there it is.
Wait.
There it is. Now he about to get exactly what it is the fuck he requesting for. What was that thing that he just said?
I don't know what type of man y'all dealing with. That's what he said, right?
That's what he did say. And I promise you, this is why I be on these panels behind my avatar, because just how you just see my face, that nigga, what? This is not even about personal relationships. This just shows how much of a recluse you are, right? Because again, the topic in a modern society is infidelity in relationships. Hell, they have a whole website dedicated to it. What's that site again? Ashley Madison?
Yep.
So the fact that you're saying, oh, what he said is fixed to me, he said is fixed to me. They created a whole website for married men that cheat.
Dang.
So it's not about who we are personally dealing with. It's about a problem within society. But in order to be a leader, one has to be aware of current events, the times, the environment around them. So they know which path to take in order to dominate, course correct, and lead their people to the land of milk and honey, which clearly neither one of you are capable of. But let's continue. What? Well, now you're gonna make a sweeping stereo. Oh yeah, and what was the whole men in Atlanta?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I put it together for you. So let me explain to y'all what that was. See, this is the same type of man that was talking about he was seeing balls in the camera. This is the same type of man that piped up when he heard Chocolate talking about a man having a fat ass. And yes, nigga, men have big asses too.
Mm-hmm.
This is why y'all always like, I don't understand why Shorty wants to grab my butt or spank my butt. I don't like it. It's because your ass is juicy. Those of y'all that got an ass. You understand what I'm saying? But we gotta act like y'all ain't never had that conversation. Y'all ain't never heard your friends say that. And then Atlanta, the mecca of the LGBTQIA. It's because you're a cock fiend, aren't you, sir? I don't even know your name. That's the part that makes this whole thing even funnier. You were so diminutive, you know my name. Because everybody on the panel and people in the chat, it's like, what's up, Robbie? Oh my God, Robbie Queen, you in the building. Nobody knows who you are. They will today. They will today. But in any event, you're trying to make a passive-aggressive reference to homosexuality instead of being a man and standing on business and saying what you got to say. And not only that, you acting like a chick right now, clutching your pearls. You clutching your pearls, honey, because that is a move my grandmama in there made. Why is your hand on your neck? I don't know what type of man y'all deal with. It's giving femininity. Let's continue. Stereotype over everybody in Atlanta. That's childish. That's childish.
I don't know.
That's
What's
childish.
a stereotype about us and who we deal with?
What's hilarious?
It doesn't
You so
taste
childish.
good,
You do a callback.
but then you
so
serve
try
it.
to make a point. That's childish. You gonna
You're so childish, you'll do a callback to try to make a point. In order to be able to make a callback, ma'am, sir, that means you had to do something offensive to start with. See, I don't know what type of chicks you used to, right? You don't get to disrespect me free and clear. I'm gonna let you see what your disrespect looks like, what it feels like. And then you trying to insult after you got caught out there for being disrespectful is hilarious to me. And y'all gonna see how hilarious it is. Watch. Nah, what's childish is what you're doing. What's childish is you trying to call out a behavior.
And start talking over him and all that.
He was
And
talking
start
about
talking about
he was,
And
and
then
he was just
loud
being
and all that.
disrespectful. Now it's childish that I talked over him when he interrupted me and talking about emotions. I'm sorry that, some men on these spaces are devoid of intelligence. Anger is an emotion. Frustration is an emotion. During a conversation, you go through a whole range of emotions. If you don't understand what emotions are, at your good old age of, what did you say you were, 57? At that good old age of 57? I can see why you're having marital problems. Maybe I don't hate that for you.
maybe you're having the day that you deserve. But let's continue. Oh, also, when it comes to loudness, I'm sorry that you're on your phone, right? You're not a professional podcaster. I'm a podcaster. I create productions. What that means is I have production quality equipment. So I don't have to be loud. My equipment is loud for me. Let's continue though.
Don't let me let my husband come up here. Don't let me let my husband come up here.
Oh yeah,
Don't let me let my husband come up here. Don't let me let my husband come up here. Trust me, you don't really want that problem. I promise you, you don't.
I'm sorry, what's your
I
name?
would roast you, but I'm not going to even step that.
Oh, you gonna roast him? Hold on, let me holler at him real quick. You gonna roast who, sir? You have so much to roast, like what? Because you're looking at an avatar. See, you're upset because We Up was your champion, and you are part of the Delta Dick Defense Force, and you were sucking dick, and in fact, you exhibited cliquish ass behavior. This is the Brotherhood on full display. Knowing he's a liar, knowing that he's wrong, you want to sit there and try to argue with a woman. And you said you want to roast me after I said I was going to call my husband. Did you think that I was playing, sir? You thought it was a game or a joke? Which one?
Of course he did. Because when most people say that, they're just using that as a means of a threat so that, they can try to get the person to stop. But see, what he didn't know was, and what most people don't know, wherever you at, I'm not too far behind.
Well, this is the funny thing. I just noticed while we were watching the replay, you was in the chat, you said salute. I wasn't even looking at my phone. Like, legitimately, I was just having that conversation. I worked late last night, so I was like eating like a snack. I was eating dinner. That's when I was having the raviolis with the sausage bolognese. So I was eating my dinner. Like, I literally was over here chilling. Well, let's see what pops off. Let's watch. Lola, you still with us?
I'm still here.
What was you thinking at this point, sis?
I'm gonna be honest with you, that you can see my expression right here. I see what he was doing, but you was spanking that ass, and I listen. At some point, I just have to enjoy the show. You know what I mean? Like, I just gotta enjoy the show. You was saying it all for me right here, because again, they won't let nobody in, and this nigga still had that smirk on his face. So I mean, he's smiling, but I'm internally laughing. Like, you don't even know.
Right. Let's continue. Ciao. Oh shit! I don't even gotta holler at him because he's in the chat. That way. Oh shit! I don't even gotta holler at him because he's in the chat. That way. So now you're gonna say, I'm a very childish woman, and you glad that I'm not your woman. Now, remind you, at this point, I'm on my phone, right? I'm telling you, I'm not even looking at the chat and shit. As soon as he started getting crazy, I was like, oh, all right. And then I looked up and I saw that he was in the chat. I was like, oh, boop. Let's continue. In the chat, I'm gonna drive down so my husband can come up here and deal with these childish immature boys. And let's be adults, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he didn't know what time it was in Mills. He really didn't. Let's be adults. Stop trying to say, oh, Kamala Harris voters. Let me be very clear. What? Yeah, that's what he just said. Mama say, Mama side, Mama two side, Kamala Harris voters.
That's more that stereotypical bullshit. Like, I don't know why they keep reporting certain stuff, but every black woman, like he said, we don't have the same shared experience in some shit. And that's one of the things we don't all have the same shared experience in, even though we do have some shared experience. But see, we can't be a non-monolith out here. We all got to be Kamala voters. Meanwhile, I'm a Trump voter.
Right. Me too. Meanwhile, is he part of the 13% of black men that voted for Trump? Because he strikes me as part of the other 87% of black men that voted for Kamala Harris's damn self.
See, that part right there.
Oh, see, boo boo kitty, PP shirt. come with statistics, facts, and information. Let's continue though, because this is. I'll tell you, I was Sayla turned me on last night. Y'all, Sayla turned me on last night. Child, this.
Yo ass. Wow. Your phone don't even like you. Your phone don't even like you. Every time you talk, it freeze up like you.
Evo, can I speak?
What?
Still screaming. Your phone freeze up every time you talk. Your phone
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Evo, can I speak?
Now we all asking him who he's talking to, right? Because he doesn't actually have an argument right now. I think the realization dawned on him that he couldn't really combat what was being said. So he just decided to be a chaos demon in this moment. Look at this stupid ass smile on his face, this doofy ass grin. Out here acting a whole fucking nut ass nigga. Nut ass nigga. Look like somebody need to come on his lips right now. And we're all like, who you talking to? Because the shit, his argument didn't even make no sense. But my thing is, when I ask you who you talking to, you say you, if you meant that shit or not, nigga. That right. Look, see, I was about to say that. You about to get the fire. And look at Smitty's comment. If you see Lola, you gonna see Raw. If you see Raw, the last firebender is not too far behind. Y'all gonna learn today. And this is fact. I'm subscribed to Evo. And how I started watching this show was I was just on YouTube scrolling through my at home page. I see Lola up there. Now Lola was busy yesterday. We usually have our little conversations in the morning, but it was a busy day for both of us at work. We ain't talked to each other. So I seen, I was like, oh, what's she doing over there? All right, let me tune in and listen to the conversation. I'm tuning in, I'm listening, and I'm listening. I'm like, oh, okay. But let's continue while I adjust my lighting.
Feelings all of a sudden.
Right, you in your feelings because you're a child. That's all right. Like I said, I'm gonna drop off so he could come up. I'm gonna drop off so he can come up, and I want you to keep that same energy with a real man. See back, Evo. Yeah, let him. Oh, you wasn't in your emotions? You wasn't in your emotions, but you said you should roast somebody. The only time somebody want to roast somebody is when they're in their fifis.
Period. Mind you, by the time, let me just put this out there. When he first used the word childish, I was clicking the link. I clicked the link about 11 times last night. I didn't have to wait until this motherfucker got the invitation to try to speak to me, because I was already on that type of time.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, the panel was full at the time.
Mm-hmm. Now, you also saying that people are loud and they have an attitude or whatever else. That's you and your emotions. I wouldn't want you to be my woman. That's you and your emotions, sir. Let's continue.
Yeah, let him come up. Start in the.
What? So you are now emulating what you feel a woman sounds and looks like. Feels like a woman. Bitch, nigga. Let's continue.
In the green shirt, sir. I understand what you're trying to do.
Just because you almost died, everybody almost died.
Wait. I got you.
Now you're being really diminutive just because you almost died. What the fuck does almost dying have to do with a conversation? And would women benefit from thinking like a man? See, nigga, you thinking like a bitch. You've heard of information, you don't know the context, so you're trying to throw fucking pasta at the wall to see what the fuck is going to stick, because you cannot logically articulate an argument against the fact of using stereotypes against women and your fucking insecurity and emotional response to married men being called out for being piece of shit fucking losers that be fucking bitches all over the fucking world. Dick riding. Clicked up with the brotherhood, lying and saying niggas not doing shit that niggas come out and say they do every fucking day. Fuck out of here. I wish somebody would sit there. If a man sat there and said, oh my God, I nearly died. And a woman was like, oh, well, nobody gives a fuck that you nearly died. You niggas would have a category 12 fucking meltdown.
And it would be all women's fault because one woman did not give a fuck if you almost died or not. Wait. Which one is you? Hello?
Yeah, my connection broke down for a second.
All right. Right. He got gray hair on his classic face, making that fucking noise out his old ass mouth. Seriously? Like, this is what they do? It is. Look at him. He look like a bitch. You must favor your mama, huh? Your daddy wasn't in your life? See, I could have really went in on you, sir. And everybody that knows me knows.
Mm-hmm.
You got the soft pause treatment last night. Because I already knew my shooter was coming. And you wasn't fucking ready. Let's continue.
Hold on, I hear you. Wait a minute, I hear you.
My sister has lupus.
Sir,
My mom has
wait a minute. Hello, sir. You're not, sir, you're not.
Why you call her a bitch? Because I tell you what, bitch.
Who he called bitch? See that? I didn't understand why he kept talking like he don't hear that there's other things going on. Who he called bitch?
I don't know who the fuck he was talking to, but listen.
Hello, sir. You're not, sir. Hello, sir.
And I'm so glad you're not my woman, because I tell you what, bitch.
Hello, sir. You're not, sir. Hello, sir. Sir.
Okay.
And I'm so glad you're not my woman, nigga, because I tell you what, bitch. This is how you speak? See, that's because you was in your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck who you was calling the bitch on that panel. Who the fuck are you? Just like I said in the chat, I'm glad my comment is on the screen just at this time. I only calm my tone for my husband. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you that y'all get to talk to women any type of way, call women bitches and everything else? Who the fuck is you? Nigga, fuck you, fuck your mama lupus, fuck your sister diabetes, bitch. Nobody give a fuck. Fuck your high blood pressure, catch a fucking heart attack live in stunning 4K. Don't nobody give a fuck. Because you started this shit by saying you ain't give a fuck that lady told a story where she almost died. Whichever one of the women on the panel said that shit. You ain't give a fuck. So don't put your fucking sob story behind that shit as if that shit is supposed to save you. Nigga, die. Let's continue. I'm tired of y'all niggas. Like, y'all really... Was your mama sucking on your cock? Did your mother overinflate your fucking ego to make you think that you had the fucking right and the unmitigated fucking goal to be talking to women in the street like this? Where the fuck is y'all's mamas at? Who raised you? See, this is why your perspective on women is skewed the way it is, because y'all come from households where your mothers is not shit. Let's continue.
You're not. I don't know who you're talking to. But hello.
You playing with the wrong
one.
You playing with the wrong one. Also, when you talking to women, this the energy you got. Let's continue.
Sir, somebody else speak on this panel. Can somebody else speak on this panel?
We got somebody new.
All right, wait.
Again, another gay reference. You remind me of gay men. You play it with the wrong one because you remind me of gay men.
Someone else speak on the panel.
That, right? You do realize that, right?
I don't know who you're talking to.
We realize you're emotional and you in your feelings.
The one with the wig.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I think Raw dropped down. No, okay. So before she come back, all right. Now you see me trying to be diplomatic because me and Raw always get this. They always call us the monsters, like because we just don't let up. Now you heard me saying when she playing it, I'm saying, "Sir, who are you talking to? which one of us? Can you give us a name? Can you point to someone? Who are you talking to? Right? And I didn't assume who he was talking to. I'm trying to give him respect, even though he's not being respectful of nothing and nobody. Now, what I think is interesting here is that this is the plight of a lot of women like me, that we understand that we're already looked at as combative and we'll do everything in our power to be civil. However, when people see us being civil, it's almost like to say, I got to take advantage of this moment right here because, they combative. So if they give me any respect, let me double down on the fuckery and shit because this is my moment to shine, whatever. I swear I get this so much that I can almost pinpoint it. And I told Raw this morning, I said, it seems like there is a racial component to some of this miscommunication, because I don't know how else to be diplomatic, respectful, than to ask someone while they running the conversation, say, hey, who are you talking about? Before I even give my commentary. Now, before it cut, he said the woman with the weave. What the fuck? It's like me saying, who are you talking to in the hood? Some of them dudes with the white t-shirts on.
Exactly.
Who are you talking to? Like, what are you talking about? So, I didn't want to, assume he was talking about me, but it's like, the fact that I found out that he was talking about Raw, even though her face wasn't on the panel, I was kind of taken back, like, who was he talking about, the woman with the weed? Because he couldn't have been talking about Raw. She wasn't even up there cammed up.
Right. Well, he didn't want to specify because then he would have to address whatever target is that he's trying to paint on that person's back. But we all knew that he was generally speaking about all y'all. He just wasn't man enough to just simply say, "Oh, I got a problem with you," specifically.
See, that's that bitch shit right there. Like, if somebody say, who you talking to, Oshun? And I'm like, well, I'm talking to sir right here in the red shirt on the screen, or sir here with the name here, such and such. Like, I don't got to sit and give no generalizations other than just saying, well, I'm speaking about all men or most men. It's like he low key trying not to make it weird so anybody can say he's talking about them, but he can still quote unquote get the dumb shit off. And it's like, I think everybody was giving him grace. Maybe not Empress for real, but I can say everybody was giving him grace. And the fact that just asking him who he talking to was just something he just couldn't do. I don't know, remind me of some things. But again, if we're gonna sit here and call somebody childish, well, let's look at how children act. And right now, it's like, this is why when women say, well, I need a man to lead, we're not really saying just go first. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, to be a leader, you got to be rooted in truth. And if you're not rooted in truth, like, you ain't gonna lead nobody. Even the best of women will not follow you. So he's, again, you calling us on this panel, because I don't even care about black women in general, calling us childish. You calling us all these names. So when all I see is people asking questions, trying to get you to stop running the conversation like a train, okay, going down a hill fast. Like, I see people giving you grace because you're being inflammatory. Yes, we are kind of triggered. And I tell people every day, yeah, certain shit you say triggers me. I got shit in my past. Like, yeah, I get triggered just like everybody. We all got triggers. So that doesn't trigger me by saying that I'm triggered. Yeah, I do. But in this case, he's saying the one with the weave. Sir, I wear weave. And I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you, my father, the one who put me on to weave. Okay, like back in the late 80s and the early 90s. Okay, like, don't act like that's a blow of some source. No, I wear my real hair. I wear weave. I wear anything I fucking feel like wearing. That is not a thing that I'm gonna feel like, oh my God, you said I wear weave. I do that shit because I like that shit. Like, seriously. And I get tired of men trying to act like, because now suddenly they want to be on the, I don't want my woman to have no weave. She better be all natural 4C shit, like that bullshit, right? Like, no, sir, that's just the shit that y'all came up with. It has no effect out here in the real world. Because we know what you guys really do. Like in real life. I know what you say, but I know what you do. That's why I don't be but so emotionally invested in these types of conversations. But again, he said the one with the weed. Raw ain't even on the screen. So obviously you're talking to me. But see, okay. I get it. Raw, did she just come back and leave?
Yeah, she came up and then she just dropped right back down. She probably just stepped away for a quick second. Yeah, the inflection that the guy was trying to have was in his generalities was that he was trying to pretty much open up a realm to where he can still be spiteful, but he didn't want to put a target on it because he just wanted to participate. He just wanted to continue in his fuck shit. That's the thing, though. So he wanted to just say, well, you know, y'all women. Oh, you with this, you with that. Who you talk about? Oh, I'm just saying. Nah, man, you saying fuck shit and you don't want to be addressed about it. And see, when you got to be careful what you ask for because if I'm not mistaken, he requested to know who it is or where your man at or what type of man you deal with. You requested this, and then when you got what you wanted. Y'all gonna see what happens.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. I'm saying when he invited the conversation of who we are personally dealing with, and you know, I was talking to my dude last night about that. I'm like, that's the where it kind of went extra derailed because again, I can talk about generalities and speak in that way. It's dangerous, but I can do that. However, when you say a lie about married men. And then turn it on. Well, if we don't agree with your lie, it means we're dealing with, you know, cheaters and liars and all sorts of crazy type of men. That's why we say that. In one breath, you're saying why we don't agree with you because we see other men doing other shit. And in another breath, you're blaming us because we don't see the logic in what you're saying because it is literally a lie. So that says to me, you are a man that you're not fully developed. You might still live at home with your mama. You might have taken, the vid shot and had an adverse reaction. I don't know. But something's wrong. Something's going on. Because at this point, he's making points. But if I had a chance to really take his points point for point and just show him, sir, you don't know what you're talking about. And the fact that you're talking and just spewing lets me know that you are not fully grown as a man. I don't know too many full grown men that's going to get up here and just start talking about some old left shit that they really don't know about, but they just talking, trying to, make it seem like they know something so they can stay in the conversation. Most men I know would just sit back and don't say nothing and just kind of listen, not try to act like to embarrass their self. Like even Pookies and Ray Rays would sit back and listen and shit. Like I've seen it. So what are we doing here? But I get it. He was trying to be smart, talking about the chick with the weed. And now we gotta see how stupid his ass really was because it went beyond just the chick with the weed. Then it went to the chick with the dude in Atlanta. Now y'all know I got a guy from Atlanta, and that's why I really thought for a second, like, who are you talking to? Like, you talking to me, sir? Like, who are you talking to?
And the thing of it is, right? Chocolate didn't have no weave on. Chocolate was in her full natural. Evo had on a weave too. So was you low key trying to come at Evo?
Listen.
Evo had on a weave. Even the lady whose phone kept freezing, she didn't have no weave on. She was in her natural as well.
Hey.
So it was only me, Lola, the Samoan woman.
Yeah.
So who was you talking to out of those four? Now you said the Samoan woman looked like she had balls on her face.
See,
he was trying to keep it. He was trying to keep it under the whole scope of. Oh, I'm just speaking in general. That way he continued to say fucked up shit. Nah, bro. Put a name on it or put a direction on it. What are you talking about exactly? I can respect you more as a man if you're going to disrespect me directly. If you're going to disrespect me in generality, then you ain't a man.
Right, and then to say somebody's camera was freezing, so what he was doing, like I said,
as he was trying to, and like how my man said, he was just saying anything, trying to hit at everybody. Oh, well, you're a black woman, so you have on a weave. No, sir. I don't wear weave. I wear lace front wigs, bitch. And they don't always sit down flat because I don't glue that shit to my motherfucking scalp like these hoes out here do. Because I have a lot of fucking hair underneath this goddamn wig. And every day I don't always feel like braiding my shit down. Sometimes I got a full afro on underneath this wig. My man can tell you. I'll end the live, snatch the wig off, and then my afro just springs out like a lion's mane from nowhere. Stupid motherfuckers. Oh, y'all give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back in my office. These groceries done came in. But Smitty, go ahead. What you want to say, baby boy?
Salute my phone through clear. Am I clear? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, now I was making sure my phone be acting up sometimes. Nah, I don't know. One, I want to say this was absolutely awesome show. Definitely proud of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Once again, just kind of holding shit down. But I definitely want to kind of, I guess, rehash something I spoke about before that I typed in the chat as far as what I saw took place was, what I'm noticing in these spaces, and this is just something we all know, but I'm going to rehash it for everybody listening. When you have something real, when you have something genuine, there are people who don't want to see you happy. When you are somebody who actually moves in a way that totally dismisses and cancel out and null and voids all of the rhetoric, all of the talking points, folks don't like that. Because, a lot of times what people do is they prepare for these type of rabbit ears battles, in the sense of, I'm going to come up here, it's going to be a bunch of modern women, all of them going to be single, multiple kids, all of them for real unhappy. And what you're doing is the very first thing as a man we should never do is assume. Just like how you said, Raw, yeah, like come up, read the floor. In real life, you don't just walk in. Listen, my relatives, I don't just walk in, my cousins just talking and shit, and I just bust in the conversation. Nah, if I come over, they all in the living room or downstairs chilling, whatever, I go, hey, I dap folks up, but I'm quiet about it. I move through the room in that way, and then I go sit down. Then I just kind of wait and ease myself into it. I listen first. So I'm just saying that's even with my own family. But yeah, just note to land it, not so I'll take up too much time. People can't stand when you totally are everything that they love to complain about. They don't like when you're somebody who actually is someone that should be celebrated. Like if you got a healthier headspace going on as a brother or a sister, whether you're single or in a relationship, you should be in some form of fashion either celebrated and or respected, because we need more of that, because we all we got. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. But these dudes are embarrassing.
They are, but let's continue. Now I'm back at my desk.
She almost died.
He was talking to
She
Raw.
has a badass.
No, this is the hurt
Nobody has a
brother
bad attitude.
You whack.
So she almost died from a disease because she has a badass attitude. That's why she has a disease. And she almost died because she was whack. Sir, that's what you just said out your mouth, sir.
Right. I was about to say, don't forget that part. Don't forget that you whack. How you know what she is and what she ain't? You fucking?
Right. I want y'all to listen to that again.
She almost died.
He was talking to
and
Raw.
she has a badass.
No, this is the hurt
Nobody
brother.
has a bad attitude.
You whack. I was watching the program.
Who is she
you the
talking
wackest
to?
one up here on the
Talking to
channel.
Raw.
I don't even blame these other ladies.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? But you're very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening. Can y'all give me a second? Can y'all
All
give
right,
me a
y'all,
second?
get a brother a second. We already.
And now hell has entered the motherfucking room.
Sure did. But I want y'all to see the emissary too. So now they want to individualize the topic. Sir? Y'all are the ones that wanted to individualize it once you got called out on your hypocrisy. Now y'all see Pissy shirt over here smiling. He got a big Kool-Aid smile. He was like, yeah, I got another champion in the Delta Dick Defense Force. What up, Omni? I got another champion in the Delta Dick Defense Force.
Watch this
What's
shit.
going on?
What's up? Watch this. Watch this.
Give me a second. The guy wanted to know what type of man she dealing with. I'm here. So what's popping? Okay, so
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
No, hold on, wait.
So he was smiling, right?
Now, Omni and Smitty, you saw that, right?
The silence was
Yeah,
so
think about it.
loud.
No
The
response
silence
is
screamed.
no response is the response.
The silence is screaming.
Yeah, think about it, sir. What happened? Let's watch. Let's watch. Because he was just talking shit. Because you whack, bitch. Because you whack, bitch. You don't want this smoke with me, ho. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
Look at Chocolate Face like, yeah, these niggas about to get it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait,
It wasn't at you. It was at wait, hold on. It wasn't at you, it was at him. You want to know what type of man she deal with? I'm here. So what's popping? Because we nice and quiet now. Okay, cool. With that being said, y'all ladies have a good night. It ain't much I need to do.
No. Stay in. No.
No. Wait, hold on, brother. Wait, hold on, brother. Wait, hold on. Hold on, 1
Stay in
second.
the room.
Excuse me, ma'am. 1 second, brother. I have no smoke with you. It's the gentleman in the yellow shirt who had all the mouth. Now I'm here. Now he quiet.
What's up, man?
Okay, I asked.
Not you want to play stupid. Nigga, you the only one on the panel that said, I don't know
you
what type of
talking to
man.
me?
Right. Now you want to be awoken because you was sitting over there trying to think of something to say, and you ain't had shit to say. But you was the one that was just talking shit. Now we up. There is no static where we up. We up had a perspective. We both from New York. We had that energy. We had the exchange. It was what it was. He was chill. He was like, all right, that's a good point. It is what it is. The other gentleman on the panel was silent the whole entire time. He ain't had shit to say. He was cooling. Your bitch ass knew what the fuck it was because before I dropped down, I told you, oh, you want to talk that shit? I'm going to get my husband. I'm not finna fight with you. I'm finna get him. Oh, wait, God, you want to talk that shit? I'm going to get my husband. I'm not finna fight with you. My bad, y'all. Let me put us like this for one moment while I fix it. You, that's what you know I get excited because my nigga about to kick your ass real quick. But now you got your shit together, huh? Now you know. Now you focus.
I asked the question.
So now we gonna get back into it. I fixed it, I think.
But you wasn't talking to little old me, Mr. Cellulite Podcast, because even though I was the one running my mouth for the past 15 to 20 minutes.
Just continue.
Twice. Are you slow?
I didn't know what the hell you were talking to. I didn't know.
Didn't you say I don't know what type of man y'all dealing with? Okay, you say I don't know what type of man y'all dealing with. I'm here now. So what's up?
All right, listen. Sorry, fellas.
Also, see the emissary lying ass.
Did he just eat a lemon?
Nah, he just realized.
Did he say he's married too, bro? Real quick.
Yeah, he said he was married too.
And around what time was this show last night?
It was late night. It was like 11
I know,
something.
because I know Evo be on. Yeah, Brooke be on around. Okay, so this is late night. He's a married man, and this is what he's doing with his time. Now, you brought your man up. You know, would have been so great if somebody would have been like, okay, her man up here, go get your wife. As far as, because we know that's not going to be the case. You know, that's not going to be the case. It's the reason why these dudes would be on so late like this. Like you said earlier, arguing with a bunch of women who they believe to be single, don't know who is who, what's what in the room, and everything is just out of place. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Exactly. Huh. You were just talking all that shit, right? Before I left, I told you keep that energy. I'm not gonna argue with you. No, I'm gonna go get mine. I'm gonna get mine so that you can sit there and handle it. Deal with him.
Omni, we don't claim these titles.
I wasn't talking to you, young man. Hold on, young man. I wasn't talking to you. Hold on, young man. I wasn't talking to you. I'm not talking to the gentleman with the avatar. I'm talking to the guy with the yellow shirt with the beard.
Well, yeah, you're talking to me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah. So, no, it's not what I said. You wanted to know what type of man she's dealing with. I'm here. So what's popping?
Okay. So what's popping, nigga? What you saying?
Yo, what's up with these older people?
See, when a motherfucker has to repeat a question that you seriously just asked them, that just lets you know that he was fucking stupid. I was gonna use that other word, but I know my wife don't like that word. But I asked a straight up simple question. You want to know what type of dude she's dealing with? I'm here. So what's popping? Okay, well, what's popping? What's popping? What you mean? You had all the comebacks. You had everything to say when there was nothing but the women. Besides those brothers that was up there playing Delta Dick Defense Force with you. So now I'm here and you ain't got shit to say. Because you bitch made. Watch how these emotions come up out of me.
Okay.
It's a simple question because you had a whole lot to say to her. So my question is,
you said you want to know what kind
I asked the question. What's popping?
What's popping?
What's popping?
What's the question?
The question is simple. What's popping? Because what I hear is I don't give a damn if you 46 or 26. What they got to do with anything? So now, hold on, wait. So now, let's go ahead and bring the emotions down. Now that we got that out the way.
No, you need to bring. Yeah, what are you saying? I want to know what you're saying.
What do you take disagreement about what she was saying? Take your time.
Who are you talking about? The one with the wig?
No, I'm talking about my lady. You ain't about to talk about my lady.
I don't even know who your lady is, nigga.
Don't worry about it. You about to? I take care of it, sister. I'll take care of it.
I don't even know who you talking. Who's your lady?
The one that you was.
The bigger problem is this. You're so disrespectful on this panel in this moment that you don't even know who you are disrespecting. See, that's ultimately the real issue. You so disrespectful that you don't have a fucking clue as to who you talking to and the manner of fuck shit you've gotten yourself into. Stupid.
I'm trying to figure out, how does he look older than what he actually is, but acts 2 times less than what his actual age number is? This is incredible. It's like a triple. I don't know, but rock on.
Because distance and maturity is 2 different things.
Right.
Facts, Ellie.
Because at the end of the day, he living poorly. He's living a fuck ass life. If he was living a better life, he would be happy. He would be stable. He would be well adjusted. He's got marital issues.
Can I ask you and Lola this? Do you all think, I mean, Sally, I'm getting there too, whatever, but I want to ask the ladies primarily. Do you think that these guys that go to, I don't know, because I'm not even like married and like, I don't know, it's just something I even know, like, nah, what that, I mean, it's just something that clicks, like, I don't have no business on that panel up there with all them. Like, I don't have no this, I don't have no place there. You know what I'm saying? Do you think these guys do that and saying that they married for real because these dudes are actually looking to pull something, or do you think they're genuinely going up there because they really want to try to prove modern women wrong and they really don't like y'all, or do they really want to F y'all on the low?
I can tell you like this. One second. I can tell you like this. Dudes get up there on these panels with who they assume to be single women, and they say they married because they think that them having a status of being a married man means that your words carry weight. Let's not forget, I'm not going to say no man, but women can marry fools as well. Just because you're a married man does not mean that you are a successfully married man. Don't mean that you're a happy man. It just means that you got some woman to agree to take your last name. So that's what these niggas be doing, especially when I hear most of these niggas are so-called on this app and married, and the way that how they talk to women. I just wonder, is your wife in the vicinity while you talking to women like this? I just want to know, because you're getting up here and you're saying all this stupid shit to these women because you can't say this shit to your wife. See, the lie that you be on this motherfucking app when we can see clearly that you bitch made. When I came up on the panel, I simply said, "I'm here." So what's poppin'? What you mean? Don't start stuttering now.
Hold on, Sally. So you saying that he does this? Guys like this may do this not because they actually talk to their wife the same way and other women around them. They do it here because this is the one place they feel they can get away with it, and that's really how they want to talk to women in real life, so they won't do it face to face.
Quiet part out loud. You say it, I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But let's continue.
just talking to before she dropped
The
down.
one I was talking to was one with a wig. The one was yelling with a badass attitude.
That was the picture. So, but no problem.
Is that your woman?
No problem. No problem. No clue.
Sir. I was on that panel like this. So what are you talking about? You're just trying to be inflammatory because you don't have nothing to say, stupid nigga. Let's continue.
So again, what's your continuance? What's your disagreement?
What, you didn't hear what I said? I said she had a badass attitude.
I heard what you said
person.
first, but I'm coming to you as a man now since you asked what type of man she's dealing with. So now I'm here.
I didn't ask what type of woman man she's dealing with.
Yeah, yes, you did. That's exactly.
Put a chat in the one if you heard him say, I want to know what type of man y'all dealing with.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me answer something real quick, right? So to your point about why I believe they come up there, I think every point that you named is a combination of the reason why they're up there. Like, truth be told, sometimes men just like to be around women other than their spouse.
That's true.
And you know, this is an easy way that they can be right in the house with their chick and really do what they normally would do if it wasn't for social media. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
The truth is, like some men can do, they can really hate a chick and still fuck the shit out of her. Like, and have a good time and hate her at the same time. So it's like, there's that dynamic, right? And then you have the whole, well, I want to get something off my chest because I'm really angry. And, you know, this is that whole, well, I get to come up here and say stuff that normally I would never say in the flesh because I don't know what the hell would happen to me next. Sort of shit. You know, the keyboard warrior shit, right? Like, that's what they doing. Like, and it's like, they feel the freedom to do that because in many instances, there's no checkmate to that. In this instance, this is a rare occasion that a dude is doing the regular bullshit, and it just so happens that the nigga he is inferring about is right there. Like, imagine that. And then he comes up and want to have a whole conversation with you about what you just said. That usually doesn't happen. So, yeah, it's a combination.
And you know something, the last part, I just be wondering, like, because I know, like, me personally, like, if I was on a panel and I'm in the same household with my lady, and I'm just going off on some random chicks, and it's like after any time of the day, all you would see while cammed up is, you won't see her face, but you'll see two very well manicured hands reach into the camera view, and then they'll go around my neck, right? See, because I don't know. Like, I just be wondering when they're doing this. I truly wonder because I always have waited for that moment that a wife just busting like, Earl, if you don't get your ass off this damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be waiting for that and I never hear it. I wonder why. I never
really got no women.
You say what?
Because they don't really got no women.
That okay. All right, that could be. Or maybe they just wait till they like gone or something. Maybe they have a different, I don't know.
Or their woman is on the phone talking to Tommy and them, trying to set up a little rendezvous.
Or a lot of them probably still married but separated and don't want to say. They're probably in a whole nother house. They really do have a wife, but if you was to go into it, it's like, you know, that happens a lot.
These niggas ain't got nothing. That's why they come to these damn panels. Oh, I got all the answers. I'm a married man. Why the fuck you up here talking about? Why the hell you up here talking about single women then?
Exactly.
Play the clip.
And wait, but here's the thing that makes it funnier. I believe who he was saying had a bad attitude was the Samoan lady. Because you were silent when I was talking, right? But you're just talking to talk. So you're not even spatially aware of your surroundings to put a name on it. Like a pussy.
But let's continue because this is funny. The way he tries to backpedal and pussy pop and then try to act like he's a tough guy. Nigga, you was on silent when a man pulled up and you was talking all that shit to women. You don't get to say shit.
Exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said. See, this is the problem, right? This is the problem, right? This is what happens.
No, the problem.
No. This is what happens. Dudes get emotional. Dudes get emotional. Dudes get emotional because they in their bitch ass feelings. Dudes get emotional because they in their bitch ass feelings.
Say what you mean.
No, I'm saying what I mean. All you gotta do is shut the fuck up and listen. All you gotta do is shut the fuck up and listen. Maybe you should give it a try.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Okay, again, this is why you have
fucking with what wrong one, sir? Your whole demeanor has shifted. You're very much uncomfortable. We watched you go from smug and impertinent to joyously, gleefully happy, spinning around in your chair like a little child, to coming out of your body trying to attack the women on the panel. See, it doesn't even matter that I'm his woman. The fact that you didn't know which woman you offended, that's what matters the most. Now you up here trying to hold the phone on an angle after you was silent as fuck when a nigga G-checked you. You knew it wasn't Weah. You knew it wasn't the other gentleman on there because the other gentleman on there was silent. You knew what the fuck you said, and you was too pussy to stand underneath your fucking words. So who's fucking with the wrong one? Nigga, you're a pussy. You're hurt.
The problem was I acknowledged his vagina on the outside, and he got mad about it.
That too.
he a Me Too type.
I'm being bullied. It's some bullshit.
Let's continue.
I have no woman because you too fucking emotional. No one gives a fuck if you married. I hate to see what your wife going through. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Nigga, these is just glasses to look. You got a problem.
You saw it. You caught that too, right?
Bitch ass nigga with glasses. No. I was firing for effect. Bitch ass nigga with glasses. Fake ass nigga. What the fuck does that even mean, bitch nigga? Someone's coming up there addressing you on what the fuck you said to a woman, and you're making it about appearances, just like a bitch.
I told you, Rob, these niggas can't read, so of course he gonna attack his glasses.
Shut up. You jealous, right? You jealous. You jealous. He can't afford no fucking glasses out this bitch. You need don't play that video. You need that screenshot. Okay, I'll give you one moment.
When y'all get finished, I got a question later. Go ahead, play the clip. Play the clip. I don't want to hold you up.
Wait. Apex asked me to hold on a minute. He needs to grab a screenshot. Apex, you got it?
Wait, okay. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Apex, not shit. Put a one in the chat if you got it, Apex. Kill my damn nerve. But you're going to have to run it back.
Because you can step at any time you need, nigga. I wear everywhere I'm wearing. So what's popping?
What? Man, what?
Exactly. Again. Look at you. Now you want to be all upset and you want to be all
nigga,
emotional.
what's your name,
Look
bitch?
at you. What's your name, bitch ass? All you gotta do is take down the comment. You can see my name.
What's
Everybody know
your
me,
name,
my
bitch
nigga.
ass nigga?
Everybody know me, nigga. I'm saying like,
Everybody
what's up?
know you. Nigga,
Yo, that's
I don't
cool.
know.
Men don't have voices. What did she talk about? Nigga, why did your voice go up 8 octaves? I'm confused.
Y'all think I'm playing about this, but I'm so serious to the point where I think we should start putting like random passages and paragraphs on screen and just tell niggas to read it when you start getting into ad hominem attacks from them. Just read this paragraph, nigga. Just read.
Do like 50 did Floyd.
Exactly.
See how irritated they get. I bet you can't beat me.
Because they want to take the conversation anywhere except for what the initial point was. No, it says they want to take the conversation anywhere except for what the point was of the topic at hand and the discussion at hand. Just do it back to them, but do it in a more egregious way. Okay, since you want to talk about my looks, read this random paragraph.
Let's continue.
You ain't You ain't making no sense. I ain't making no sense. I could do it too, bitch. Like what? I don't understand.
Well, okay. Here's the thing, right? Even when women do it, if they don't do it within context, like correct context, it's even bad when women do it. So we could say, yo, you bitch made for that shit. But even bitches don't do that because that's just beyond being bitch made and shit. Like it is. Like what is it with me and Raw? And I know y'all know when we sat and we had the, digging a bitch ass about how she looked or how she posted online how she looked. It wasn't because we were just making fun of how she looked to get a point up. No, she made a clear statement about our looks as a people. And it's like, no, you need to understand how you look for real so that we can come back to how we look. That's what that's about. So I just want to make that clear. Like there's a time and place to basically do that. But in this case, sir, well, then again, he was thinking about balls and fat asses. Never mind.
All right. Like calling niggas gay, thinking about Atlanta. Let's continue.
Your ass. I never
maybe if you wasn't so broke, busting, disgusting, you wouldn't have this problem, my nigga.
I got money, motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck how much money you got, how much money you think you got. That don't mean shit. You can lose that money as fast as you got it, nigga. You can lose that money as fast as you got it, my nigga. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. See, here, wait, hold on. Here's what I find funny. I find that an emotional nigga. See, I don't want to have to pull out that mic on you, but I will. To drown you out, but I find that an emotional nigga is partaking in the conversation that women is having about men. So you just letting your little hurt feelings be shown because the women is saying shit that your ass needs to fucking hear, but your own wife can't even tell you this shit. So when the women tell you this shit, you get too hurt in your motherfucking feelings. Maybe you need to learn how to take a step back, stop being bitch made, and maybe need to listen sometimes. That's
good in front of the women.
But again, you listening to the women say, but where your wife at?
What he said? He said, you said that this is a man that does what women tell him he want to do. You don't know this man at all, bitch nigga. Can't nobody tell this man what to do?
Nah, unfortunately, Raw, see, us, like, in the world of men is now a group of men that actually will try to clown and go against guys like us who's like, look, yo, I know the benefits of good women in my life. Damn it, I lay with one. I have one that I'm with. And these dudes really think that you either simp or your woman run your relationship if you not coming up there talking crazy. See, it's because Will not talking crazy on women. He not talking crazy on you. He actually compliments you, when you all are out, from how he conducts himself, and he compliments you when you all are together. And dudes don't like that. So when a lot of guys out, it's like, oh, you pussy. No, really what it is that you have a hard time keeping pussy. And that's the biggest issue that they have. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Right. This is the point, though. Hey, T-Dub, his voice was higher than yours, MLs. Yes. He said, look good in front of the women when he's being the fake alpha. Homie is brainwashed. Facts. So here's the thing. If Cell was coming up there saying, don't be mean to women, that read would make sense. Cell came up there and asked you, you wanted to know the type of man that the women on the panel are dealing with, particularly mine. Here he is. Now, you thought you was cooking, you thought you was eating, but you never answered the question or actually had an appropriate response to that. See, you acting like a bitch right now. You and your emotion, you trying to go everywhere else so you don't have to be accountable for the fuck nigga shit you said. It's that part for me.
Where your wife at? Where your wife at? Where your wife at? I don't need to look good in front of my wife. I look good in front of my wife every day, my nigga. You the one that's grandstanding up here in front of a panel full of.
That's what it is. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Yeah. It is thick from this nigga. Y'all keep proving the red pill manosphere right. No, y'all keep proving yourself right. Y'all keep projecting your behaviors. Because we showing in real time, frame by frame by frame by frame.
where niggas was out of pocket and they couldn't take accountability. And you bitch ass niggas also can't take ability. All part of the Delta Dick Defense Force. Just tell us that you're gay. It is 2024. It is okay to be gay. If you want a dick, go get a dick. Stop being mad at women because we could get dick and you can't. Well, Lola, I heard you come off mic. What you want to say, babe?
Nah, I got you. I'm just tripping off the shame. It needs to be right. Shout out to Embrace the Grace. You really did put, all the black men on the map with that shit. Yeah, I mean, shout out to you, bitch.
Salute. Let's get it.
A woman that's not your wife, just so you can try to feel better about yourself because you're little.
I ain't got a woman.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. If you learn how to shut the fuck up, maybe you can learn something, bitch, nigga. Maybe you can learn something.
I'm trying to figure out what
maybe you can learn something. Because if you was respecting minds, you wouldn't have this type of energy, my nigga. Maybe you should learn how to respect people.
But she was
That's where it starts at. That's where it starts at, my nigga. You didn't.
She was very disrespectful because she patiently waited her turn. And she talked and said the truth.
Nah, she was disrespectful because I was talking shit to her and she didn't let me call her a bitch. That's all you want to do.
Oh.
So it's disrespectful. If you disrespect a woman and she don't accept your disrespect. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. I used the wrong word. She don't to submit to your disrespect. Got it. See how that worked, Jake?
Fact.
So Omni, I'm a co-worker with your wife at her job. I'm calling her everything except her name and a child of God. But if she tell you anything, that's disrespectful. See how that works?
Oh no. I've actually stepped to somebody at my wife's job for violating, and I let him know in real time. I'm prepared to do federal crime behind her, like federal time behind her. So like,
I'm just saying.
Play it how you want to play it.
And this nigga's wife is probably disrespected every day. And he probably finds ways when she's telling him about her day to make it her fault. I hate that for her.
Don't over fry the chicken. He gonna slap the shit out of her.
Right. If she even exists. Because what I also noticed too is you trying to figure out what he want with you. Bitch nigga, he trying to figure out what the fuck you want with his wife. See, because if any of these women were disrespectful to you as a married man, you always reserve the right to click the end button and leave the fucking live stream, bitch nigga. Go ahead, Omni.
I was just like the longer that this like how things on the internet just devolve is amazing to me, because the longer that these conversations go on, it'd be like, unless you dunking your girlfriend's head in the toilet 10 times a day, you know what I'm saying, you're not a real man out here. Like
Facts. It's weird, bro. It's weird.
Like, so I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I really don't.
8 o'clock at night, nigga, something wrong with you. Like,
facts. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. They say a whole lot of nothing, but they talking loud. That's it.
Talking loud, not saying
I'm just trying to figure out, even down to like, listen, I even have enough in me where I know, like, even before being in a relationship, like, I have enough in me to know, like, I'm not just gonna be like screaming on a woman, because I have too many women in my life that I respect. Like, I don't even do those talking points because directly in my life, whether I'm sleeping with that woman or not, I've seen multiple examples of really, really dope ass chicks out here. I've seen multiple examples of very, very stand-up classy women out here. And so it's like, I don't get how we just put things in a totality, but the very moment that anybody was to say, well, you men and y'all men this, dudes is real to come to quick on defense. And it's like, well, then could we stop throwing out what it is that we don't want back? I don't like being swept under no net, with everybody else. Y'all going for the crab. I'm a whole dolphin out here. So like, Let me get back out to the water, right? But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted.
And show no fucking respect, so you ain't go get respect. Not coming from me about mine. So we don't have to. We don't have to do all. We don't have to do all. We don't have to do all that yelling. We can talk. It breaks down simply.
Get loud, Diddy. Can I just say something? I know I can. So that was kind of facetious. I'm tired of you people that want to have a fight or argument or disagreement, and you come with the basic ass fucking rhetoric. Diddy, bitch nigga. Now Diddy on your mind. You want that Diddy on you. You want Diddy to bend you over and put that fucking anaconda in your butt because Cellulite doesn't look anything like Diddy. You, however, look like you could be his goddamn daddy.
If not his sex slave.
Exactly. Let's continue. These niggas are so stupid. Like, you're supposed to be a whole man. You yelling, screaming at the motherfucking phone, coming out your body, veins popping out your dick. But where your bitch at? Where your bitch?
I can at least say the times I have had that energy, it was for other grown-ass men. And generally when those grown-ass men came at Smitty. But yeah, the energy for men is there. But when you have that energy for the women and things switch up, it's like, bro, you just showed your hand.
Exactly. And the reality is you acting like a bitch because a man is fucking chastising you for how you were acting with these women. See, your boy We Up didn't even have your fucking back too. Let's be honest. We Up didn't understand where the fuck you turned up from. So you jumping out the window sucking dick and niggas is leaving you out there to dry. Stupid.
So what she was saying, what these ladies have been saying, has been tapping to your emotion, which made you get upset. Again, and every time your emotions get brought up, look how angry you get. Look how angry you get.
He looked like he got on.
Look how angry. No, hold on, baby, wait.
It's disrespect, sir. You're disrespectful. You don't deserve respect because you weren't operating in a respectful manner. Pussy. And as soon as he called out your fucking emotional reaction, I see you calm the fuck down immediately. You need a trainer. Catch.
I got him. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Every time your emotions get brought up, you get upset. Why?
Ooh, you know why else you got silent? I just caught that shit. Because I was about to get your ass and you just seen how a real man controls the situation. Because mine said, I got this. And I said, And I got quiet. See, that shit shook you to your fucking core, too. Because I thought you said he just do what the women say to do. It would appear that his woman does what he says to do. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Why is that?
Because you're a bitch.
Again,
how about that?
Because you're too emotional, my nigga. You're too emotional to hold a conversation. Because you damn so bitch, man. You damn so bitch, man. You damn so bitch, man.
We can handle this.
Trust me. I promise you. You can pull up whenever the fuck you want to. But I guarantee you. Your threats through the screen ain't doing nothing. Look at you. You still emotional. You so damn emotional. You spitting on the camera. Wipe your camera off. Wipe your camera off. Damn, calm down. Go bust a nut. Go fuck your wife. Go do something. God damn.
We gotta cut it. We way over time. All right,
you gonna tell him beat his meat for his woman right there, right? His wife right there. You try to call the nigga a bitch, and you was mad as fuck that didn't cause an emotional response in him. See how that works, Jake? When people be making ridiculous ass plays, shout out to my bae. Because I just did a video the other day about triggers, right? Are you the pressure or are you easily triggered? Motherfuckers be doing this, saying all type of shit, thinking they're going to evoke a response in you. You control you. This man don't even control himself. Pussy ass nigga.
Why you worried about my dick talking about beat my meat? Why is you so focused on my dick? Again,
just like he said the lady above, baby, just like he said the lady above had balls when she was in the camera.
Because you a faggot. Stop trying to project, sir.
Hey,
watch that word. Watch that word.
I mean,
that's what he just said. He just said that.
I know, but that's on the video. Let's just be careful with it.
Okay. You're a F, nigga. This is why the words are in your mouth. This is why you're focusing on dick. This is why you're worried about men's ass in fucking Atlanta, because that's where you want to be. Transition. Even how you have your fucking phone. You are literally neck rolling and bussy popping like y'all say black women do. Did your mama teach you that? Or your wife? And I heard somebody else come on mic. Who wanted to say something?
I was just going to say real quick. Yeah, so Raw, if you did want to use that F word, so the original definition is the Olympic torch. So just call them Olympic torches. Next, I would say to what all of this going on right here and stuff, I'm trying to figure out when did we start? Like, I remember back in the day, I punch you in the mouth, I split your shit, nigga, I bust your head to the white meat. I remember hearing those as threats. Since when did we start wanting to whistle and butt holes and beat meats and like why is that now like essays a threat? Like when did this become the new way to threaten another man? Because I just feel really violated when I hear it and it's not even directed to me. I feel violated.
Dude's been saying that for forever, and that's why I don't understand how it is that guys are just now finding offense to when the man is arguing with another man and he tell that guy SMD. This ain't nothing new. It been needed to stop, but you know niggas will be niggas.
But you know, with us as men, we even used to be like, hey, bro, like even back then, bro, like what's the 3 things you know with a dude you never do or whatever? You never spit on another man, smack a man with an open hand, and you never tell a dude to SOD, sick your duck. You know those are the 3 laws and keys of this shit, dog. And that's around everywhere with men.
Right. So when the guy oversteps that line habitually and he wants to tote that matter of disrespect, it's gonna be met evenly. See what I'm saying? So this is the thing about not being triggered. If you have to resort to that level during a back and forth, that lets me know you have nothing else to offer. I gave this man plenty of opportunity, respectfully, when I first came on. You wanted to know what type of man. Okay, I'm here. So what's up? What's popping? I gave him the air and opportunity plenty of times. He didn't want to decide to get the emotion. This is what is wrong with a lot of dudes these days. You can't exist within your masculinity because your femininity oversigns your masculinity. That's why I say your pussy is hanging on the outside. The true about this whole entire matter, this back and forth that happened, was I acknowledged his pussy being on the outside. Now what? Because you wanted your pussy to overshine all the other vaginas that was on the panel. But because no one else would call you out on your shit in the way that a man would, that's why it had to be brought by a man how it should. But you couldn't get that. Now you want to be treated like a female. You want to be treated with respect, but you don't have the respect to offer. Because you bitch made. But it was all good in the hood when old dude was up here spitting that bullshit, and you was over here clinking your heels together, swinging around in your chair, had a smile. You was ready to suck dick for words.
These are facts. Let's continue.
Right. And I wonder what traumas your wife had instilled in her every time you walk in the damn door. I wonder what traumas your wife experienced every time you wake up.
You don't know waiting on the day. You don't know where I be at, nigga. You know nothing about me. Once you called me broke, then I knew you were shit about me, bro.
Yeah, compared to me, you broke.
All right, y'all, look.
Compared to me, you broke.
I hear you. You and ATL.
So if you got money or
ATL, hold on. wait 1 second. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't even say hello to you when I came in. This is the host of the panel. May I ask you a question? What's this? Really quick. What's this?
So you gonna tell him he don't know shit about you because you ain't broke, but that triggered you. It triggered you. Why? And you can tell you were really mad, pressed, and bothered. See, I find that shit funny. People tell me all the time, "Oh, you broke." I be like, "Yeah, I'm broke. I am from the projects. I don't got it." That shit struck you in your craw because you really are broke. You said the nigga from Atlanta while he was repping the D, nigga.
I ain't know Atlanta started with a D, but all right.
It does for him.
Well, everything starts with D for him, including relationships. That's why he's drawn to D.
I just caught that.
That's what I was saying. Well, not that I was saying, but that's where this is going. He's trying to low key throw shots. And the thing is, as a man, okay, you disagree with something that Self said, you don't like how he came up, whatever. That don't mean that you got a right to violate him on that level. Yeah, you might can say, listen, nigga, don't talk to me like shit. You don't know me. Okay, cool. But when you go into the, Atlanta nigga stuff, like, we know what you're trying to say. But the thing is, why do you feel like you gotta go there to violate another man for simply coming up on a panel and asking you what's good? I heard you wanted to know about what type of dude that she deal with. Why you gotta do that? All we seeing is little hints of the background of his life. That's all we see. And I think somebody said it earlier. Like, people be claiming that they married, but they be just as married as Prince Ella. Like, you married just like Prince Ella married. That's how you married. But you want to claim that, that you want to claim that title because you want to be in these spaces where you think that you can, let's say, pull rank and shit. And I mean, remember, we were just dealing with a chick claiming that, no, I'm married. Meanwhile, she been, separated for the last 7, 8, 10 years and shit. Dude already moved on with somebody else and she's still looking to, date seriously while being married. Like, but she want everybody to know, I was married. Listen, niggas is the same way. They bitch the same fucking way. That's why when he's talking about some of the sisterhood, nigga, either you part of the sisterhood or there is no sisterhood. Like, no, I'm not accepting that. But I see what he's trying to do with that, but it's not working. It's just showing more about who he is.
Who has the worst marital status, Princella or Grace?
Grace.
Yeah, Grace. Yeah, because Princella actually is the one who sought a divorce and her husband refused to give it to her versus Grace. I guess, dude, they couldn't afford, to get divorced, or dude had some sort of immigration issue where if they got a divorce, both of them would go to jail for fraud or something. Something to that order. But after 7 to 10 years, it's like, girl, stop talking about something you married. Like, shut up. You was a baby mama and you a divorcee now because he didn't want your ass.
Exactly. But child, let's go ahead and get through this.
What's this letter? What's this letter?
Because it ain't even relevant right now.
My apologies. What's this letter? What's this letter on my hat? What's this letter on my hat? I'm not talking, bruh, bitch, nigga. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I'm talking to her. Look at you. You trying to speak up for a woman that ain't yours? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Ma'am, what's this letter right here?
Nigga, you like a dick in your ass, nigga? That's what it means.
Hold on. If I may, real quick.
Wait, that's what he said?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Wait. So you mean to tell? I gotta bring it back to the literacy because he can't read one letter on a hat. I'm telling you, the literacy rate's far too low when a nigga can't read one letter on a hat. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's the core of all these problems. But go ahead.
His emotions got him so caught up that he can't even see straight. But then he want to talk about the issue with women and stuff. Listen, y'all better fall back with this bullshit.
I mean, did you really just try to imply that this man asked how many syllables are in the letter D?
He did. Oh shit. I can't deal. I can't bear. Let's continue. I hate y'all so much.
I'm talking to her. I'm talking to her. Look at you. You trying to speak up for a woman that ain't yours. Shut the fuck up, nigga. So, ma'am, what's this letter right here?
Nigga, you like a dick in your mouth. Watch your fucking mouth when you talking to mine.
Oh, this is crazy.
Really?
You wound up falling right after that. Why you took off, nigga?
I thought somebody paid to have him off of some shit. I didn't know how he got off.
Didn't I tell y'all over 75% of these niggas is gay? Ain't that what I told y'all?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
This nigga out here, nigga, you went down bad. That D stand for Detroit, nigga. Did somebody hit you up on the phone like, nigga, get the fuck off there? You fucking with the wrong type of nigga?
Really?
Somebody told you.
Apex said his husband had told him get off the phone. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, because he didn't say he was married to a woman.
You know, it would be wild. Actually, his wife was like, I need my phone back now.
Damn.
Oh.
It's time for me to play Candy Crush. I need my shit back.
Hey, it's unlimited. He ran out of unlimited free minutes.
I fucking can't, and I will not. Like, nigga, I don't get it. And the conversation afterwards is really good. Do y'all want to go over a little bit of the after conversation, or not? Y'all good?
Man, the whole purpose was to point out the idiocracy within these niggas that just refuse to just admit that they gay. Just be gay. And that remind me of another nigga running around these YouTube streets chasing out dick in mass abundance, but just refuse to just live in his truth. I don't know if I need to put it on a banner, create a short video to really like exemplate how it is that these niggas be ready to jump out of airplanes with no parachute just to spread their ass cheeks on the way down and land on some dick and say, hey, I'm riding men for men with the men against women. Living your truth, bro. You love dick so much you willing to fight a woman about a point in a conversation for some dick that ain't even yours. You will fight another woman about another nigga before you agree with your wife that maybe you fucked up in the head and you need to go get some help. Damn, look at you. The biasness within you phallic motherfuckers. Y'all, it won't be enough until you got every fucking cum shot from the nigga that you would want to defend. And y'all are really jealous of the fact that these women who get attention from men, that's what y'all really jealous about. Because there's actually men out there who are mature enough, who actually want a real relationship with a woman. You want to go and take those men from the women. No, don't do that. You'll be a simp. Come ride the dick with me, brother. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Landing on it from a skydive drop, Sally.
Yeah, from a skydive.
With no parachute. His cheeks is the parachute. His cheeks is the fucker that's going to slow him down. And you're going to land on it.
You ask these questions. I don't know.
All right, Will. All right.
No, man.
All right. We get it.
I got a very creative, descriptive mind.
They're gonna land on the dick and they gonna bounce up. But here's the thing: they want. You know what? I gave the wrong description. They want to skydive out of airplanes and let women's hands be their parachutes to guide them down, laser guide them down directly to where that dick shoots right up into their whole entire rectum and fuck the shit out. They want the women to lift them up and down repetitiously on that dick, and then they get filled with the fuel of manosphere. What's wrong with these niggas, man? Get out of here, bro. Niggas is trying to get conflated with manosphere talking points so they can take all the men from the women. It sounds like Priscilla trying to take all the women from the men. But now the bitch just came into some moment of clarity. Now she want to talk about, I feel bad for the men. Priscilla, you the perfect motherfucking, you, Grace, and all the rest of these stupid bitches that want to be around here. Go grab your man by the waist, all right? Spit in his butt and lower him down on the dick that he wants to protect. There you go. Nasty ass.
Much for dinner. So much for dinner.
I can't stand y'all.
Listen, at the end of the day, this situation should be used as a cautionary tale for you niggas. Y'all so disrespectful. You never know who's watching. I've been telling y'all for the longest time, y'all never know who's watching. So y'all would rather have it be a terse exchange on a panel than a real world reaction. Do y'all not understand? The same way you Negroes feel about your wives, about your daughters, about your cousins, your sisters, your nieces. A woman that you're disrespecting on a panel has a family member that feels the exact same way. Do you feel safe because it's the internet and you feel you're a troll? Fun fact. Each and every single user account associated with YouTube is connected to a Google email address. It's not very hard to get your email from your Google account. Get your ISP address. Get your map history. Y'all don't even know where people's family members work. Some people's family members do cybersecurity at the Pentagon. Some people's family members are simply IT. Some people don't give a fuck if you pull up on their house. And some people will pull up on your house and let you fuck around and find out. Y'all not really built for that. Y'all not built for war. Because y'all are the wolves at the back of the pack. This is why y'all are out here every day complaining and making all this noise. Because a true king doesn't have to do that. Men that are successful in marriage, successful at relationships, successful at attaining women are not on the motherfucking YouTube streets every day trying to tell you anything about relationships because they don't have fucking time. They're getting money and they're getting to their family.
Right.
Ice Cube has had a marriage for how long? Denzel, how long? Method Man, how long? Same woman, too. Not multiple marriages. One continuous marriage loop. Ever notice how they ain't never coming out here giving you niggas no podcast on how to maintain a marriage for a long period of time? Because they too busy taking care of their families. That's the ticket. Pour into your family. Pour into your wife. Pour into your kids. Duh. Hey, Winchime. Yo, what else y'all want to talk about? I'm coming off camera. Y'all all off camera. I'm the only one on camera. Y'all playing in my face.
Look, you know.
I'm about to go in here and pick up this baby from school. But before I go, baby, you know I love you. That was fun last night. I hate having to keep on dragging these niggas by the edges of their beard. But you know what, though? That's just what had to happen. Some of these niggas, they just need a reality check. They really do. But I appreciate you doing the show, baby. That was fun. Let me go in here and get this baby. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, yeah, because I'm going to kick your ass in Monopoly again today. Hurry up and get home.
First of all, you're going to get your ass.
No, you don't worry about it. I'm going to kick your ass. Boop. He had to go get the baby, honey. We might come live later and play again so he can get his ass whooped. Because everybody playing with Sel. He going to stop testing my gangster.
Oh god, yeah, listen, that show was even though it was long, it was still cut short. But this is this is the problem right here. Like, black women, the whole point of that whole stream was, should we think like men? Would we be better off thinking like men? And essentially, at the end of it, men voted. I think she did a poll or something, and men said no, women shouldn't think like men. What is it? Somebody said, who said on there? Women should act like women but think like men, and there's a fundamental flaw in that. If you believe as a man thinketh, so is he, and then you have this complaint about masculine women. than women thinking like men. You see what I'm saying? 1 and 1 is still going to equal 2. I propose that no, a man's thought process is for a man. Excuse me, not for us. Our thought process is on a whole nother level. It totally has nothing to do with how men think. It coincides, sure, but a lot of times in our society today, we've been cultured away from genuinely, naturally, how we think. That, and the reason being is because you have a slave system that only wants to capitalize off of someone's physical nature. Like, that's it. They're not allowed to actually just freely exist. So yeah, it's kind of artificial. So we dealing with these problems based on an artificial culture that forces us into certain mindsets that is, let's say, counterproductive for what we truly are. So I enjoyed that conversation with them. We didn't get quite to as much disagreement as maybe we could have, because the guys felt like, because we all wasn't screaming, no, the men's thought process is the way to go, like they just came in with the other shit. But it's like, that's what drives sometimes the numbers, because women, we know what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, the way we think, if it's not benefiting us, we know how to switch up. But men on the other hand, learning how women think, I don't know if I've seen too many people, talking about that. Like, like, if a man want to understand women, learn how they think. Like, yeah, I don't really see too many people on that side of the conversation. But, it's not for them to really know how women think, but it is for them to understand how women move, and thus how they should move based on what they want out of a particular woman. Right now, dudes don't know what they want out of any particular woman. They just know they want somebody that looks good enough for them, or let's say better than them, and somebody that's essentially going to coddle them like their mothers and love them without no reason, sort of like their mothers. We all prove ourselves in this world when it comes to the world. And the type of love your mother gives you is not the same type of love your wife and your cousin and your sister and your daughter are going to give you. It's not the same. But I see a lot of men acting like, if you don't love me and treat me like my mother, something's wrong with you. You're masculine, whatever the case may be. But the more they do that, the more women are comfortable with being masculine. Like, I'm getting more comfortable with it, because I'm just seeing how masculinity and femininity is just a matter of adjectives that can come and go based on circumstances. Like seriously, the way men move is based on their anatomy, and masculinity and femininity exists within them equally. Like, I remember it was a sage that was talking, and he was saying that, men sometimes have an issue with being delicate. So he gave this story about how a mosquito landed on this guy's like balls when he was like taking a bath outside, and he suddenly learned how to not smash things because this mosquito was on his balls and shit. So he learned to be delicate when it was about himself going through some crazy shit. So it's like, I see that differently. But like I say, a lot of people call me masculine. A lot of people feel like, I'm a lot of things. But the more you keep mislabeling people, the more they just kind of become comfortable with the mislabeling, and now it loses its luster. You're not going to shame people into being better nothing, because you don't know how to be a leader and just lead. Like, humans aren't complicated. Like, they're not. They're very much, sheepish. You don't have to do much to lead them into any particular thing. You just have to be consistent. Like, that's all. But don't let me say anything. I'm just a black woman on Section 8 taking food stamps or buying food stamps where I can find them shits. I don't know shit. I'm part of the sisterhood, lying single like a motherfucker. I don't got shit. Ain't never gonna be shit. And I'm gonna buy a dog when I get some money.
Child, listen. I'm sick of these people. They don't know.
I'll go ahead and say this piece before I get up out of here. One great show as always. You two always do a phenomenal job breaking down your perspective and things.
Thank you.
But I wanted to say I came up primarily because I do like to make it clear, like, to whoever watches things of that nature, like, there are men who also rally around and we're like, no, this is not what we do. Nah, that's not how we, that's not cool with that anyway, right? And the thing about it is, the reason why, to make this, not too long. Us as men, I know we have it so rough in our head. Like, it's tough as shit out here, though. And I also know it's tough as shit for our sisters as well. Like, it's a lot of other cultures and other places, as much as we're respected, we're also very much so feared for the wrong reasons. We're also disrespected for the wrong reasons. And so, that's why I don't like to add to the whole gender war rhetoric. I don't like that shit. I'll just talk about more so myself or what I see is appropriate or fitting for a man or becoming of a man. And that's about it. When it comes to women that actually, may not go in the right way, I say just let them keep going in that direction, and I will focus on the one that I'm with, and we'll just stay on the right path. And along the way, you're going to come across others who are on the right path as well, and that's where you find your tribe there. I don't, it's to me very distasteful, very disgusting, and embarrassing watching dudes who claim to be in such wonderful relationships and all they can do is come up and tell me everything about what's horrible about getting married, why I shouldn't, and all the women out here that'll make my life terrible. It's like, it's ass backwards. But I just wanted to throw that piece in. Definitely salute to Black love everywhere in life. I digress. My mic is muted. I love us.
Yes, Smitty. Go ahead, Omni. Give your final thoughts.
Read, niggas. That's all. Maybe you'll be able to articulate better arguments. Maybe you will know more words. Like the whole women are children thing. It's a difference in saying that women are children, saying that they're minors and capable of thinking for themselves, or you could say that women are whimsical in nature. Like if you just broaden your horizons, say, like, learn different stuff, develop, better speaking habits, you might get better results. And I say that because majority of the people who are well learned, well read, they tend to have better results in life in general. People that are able to communicate and not the moment that they're on the back foot in a regular discussion or feel that they're on the back foot in a regular discussion, start going to ad hominem attacks. Talking about a bunch of shit that has absolutely nothing to do with what the fuck it is that we were talking about. And now the whole
to be mad.
Absolutely. And now the whole discussion was beating up on your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with your bitch ass instead of dealing with the whole reason that we convened in the first place. Read a book. It serves you, it serves your community, and it might keep you out of getting your ass whooped in a panel discussion on YouTube. If you value that, which you have to value that because you spend more time on YouTube than you do with your wife. But I'm out.
Oh God, not my brother's cutting up. Child, listen. Lola.
Well,
yes.
Yes. Listen, I support where I can support. You know what I mean? Like, just us being on the panel last night, that was definitely about not just about being on the panel, but coming out and supporting somebody that supports us and keeping the cipher going. But that's not for everybody to know. But see, when you put it out there that Black women don't stick together, or at the same time, Black women always listening to each other and following stupid advice, it's like not everybody is doing that. You got some people that follow. You feel me? Like you got cult followers of certain females that's talking about, men, you shouldn't be with men biologically or shit. Then you got men saying the same thing, like Coach Greg Adams and shit. Like, yeah, you got some cult followers out there on both sides. But why you can't just give people their flowers? And sometimes that just comes in the form of just showing a little respect when it comes to how you speak about them. Like, the whole sisterhood. Like, look, don't worry about the sisterhood. Worry about the chick that you talking to. Is she listening to her friend telling her that she need to leave you? Do she have friends that want her best interest? And sometimes if her friend do tell her to leave, do she have a reason to say, hey, you might need to leave this abusive circumstance? Like, I always say, like, any friend of mine, I'm not going to tell you to leave your relationship, like, if it's not something you truly want to do. But it's like, if you're talking about a marriage, like, I mean, it got to be something serious. And then don't nobody just be randomly saying, petty stuff like what teenagers might break up over. There might be some people like that, sure, but you knew who you was marrying before you married. I'm just saying, just show a little respect. I always like coming over and chopping it up, but then at some point, man, I'm telling you, Evo need a double mute button. That's what she need.
Yeah, she do.
She need to mute some of these dudes because they be up there just hollering and screaming like louder than the women. And keep in mind, we wasn't doing any of that. It's only them. So yeah, no, they just proving the sisterhood right every turn. But I shout out to all the real men out there that saw this and was like, you know what, homie, you gotta go take several seats. Shout out to y'all, because that y'all the reason why we still here, and fighting a good fight. Shout out to y'all. But I don't got much else.
Yeah, me either. I'm kind of over it. I just I just came up here really for the culture. For the culture. Y'all gonna learn to stop it. Because this man looks dumb as shit. He looks dumb as shit, and niggas folds into the brotherhood is exactly why I'm single. But awesome live in conversation. Thank you. Like, y'all and Omni UMS, I gotta check that video out. Y'all be out here really just disrespecting women for no reason. And like, I can be honest. Some days I get to going off on niggas. So some days if a nigga clap back, I can only be like, well, fuck it. I started that shit. It is what the fuck it is. But even when women are speaking to you respectfully, though, and just breaking down your talking points, which I really don't like, is your authority being challenged. And the reality is you don't have any authority. That's the part that makes it funny. Y'all are psychologically lost. Grow up, why don't you? That being said, we up out of here. I was going to let Omni song play, but I don't have enough time to check it out. So we're just going to go out on a regular outro. But oh, no, I got to change the outro too. Crap. Because I've been doing the verts. Mm-hmm. So the outros it's tiny as shit. Damn it. I gotta figure out which one we go with. Okay, we'll just go out of this one. Bye, y'all.
The fact that you would even discuss my looks is insane. I'm a bad bitch. Always been a bad bitch.
People love to use that quote. I'm doing it for the culture. But what culture is that you're talking about? The one that you claim is a hip-hop artist but won't do the research on hip-hop history? Or the one where you disrespect, disconnect, and disregard the founding fathers? But you know what? Whatever it is, it don't even matter. Because as long as I'm alive, I'ma show and prove where this culture came from and what it's really all about.
I got you, my nigga. Yo, count to 10 and then come in shoot. Fuck Pete Silverback, the new Huey Newton. I feel it, it's in the air. White cop with a stare, new judge in a chair. The shit hitting the fan, but me, I'ma be smart and legalize my shit. And I ain't leaving the house without that in my hand. And it ain't only the cops, it's
There's niggas on your block that talk like a little bitch and act like they your man.
Something like Chris Parker, my Uzi weigh a ton. 100 niggas on the track, then you know I'll be the one to tell niggas to suck cock. Run and get a gun, that's OP, new P, probably laying in the sun, probably on the PI. If I call you king, I ain't talk about rap, nigga, that status go to BI.